God.
Oh no.
She brags about it. We're live, and she's dropped the pooch, folks.
Oh no.
She dropped out of the call. Oh my God. It wouldn't be a reject show if we weren't messed up. What's up,
I don't know what
folks?
you're talking about.
There you go. There you go. Hello, internets, interwebs, peoples, peeps, rejects. Welcome to our channel. We are the Prater Rejects. These are the hot toddies. Minus one. She'll join us a little later. She's got some other stuff going on, but she shall, hopefully, I think she said she's going to join us, but we'll see. We had some plans for her at the very end of the show. Her death. But don't tell them. Okay. Wow. I'm Duff563, owner and operator here, one of the DMs on the channel. We have got so much going on lately. It is just overwhelming. And I have plenty of people to thank and to talk about. We do need to give, when she does come on, everybody do give her a big old round of applause and all that, because she just got hired on over Total Party Kill Games for community management. So she's doing some work with Brian and Danny and them. So that is a big deal. And basically just gives her more ability just to boss me around since they're a sponsor now. So, you know, could have seen that coming. But yes, big congratulations to her on that. We have got programming all going on all week. Even next week we'll have regular programming, even though Matt and I will be busy producing Founders and Legends over on GaryCon Live Saturday and Sunday. I have got the early game with Satine, and then the late game on Sunday with Stefan. And he's doing the late game with Mike Merles and the early game on Sunday with Jason Charles Miller. So hopefully we'll have some crossover there, but it should not affect our programming here. At least I say that, unless something happens with Matt and then I have to take over. But that's all next weekend. So we're looking forward to that. And then we've got a couple of weeks break until the convention season kicks back up in high gear at the end of August. But we do have Mandy's game on the 25th, or sub game. Yeah, the 25th Sunday. We've still got spots open for it. It is for subs, but I think she's getting ready to open it up. Anybody can play, but we're just trying to give the subs a special game that they can play in and be a part of the channel. So that's going on. We want to say congratulations to Laureates last week. We had fun with the critical failures. We all survived the zombie fantasy island. So explosions of glitter were everywhere. The zombies went up in big poof. Silly string. Big time, man.
String everywhere.
Flammable, makes big kaboomies. That's right, Celtic. One of the players. All the packages for the winners and all that will go out Monday. Needed to get some dice in that Lori was sending me and one other item. And we got that all in. And so got it all packaged up and ready to go. Ship that out on Monday. And then all the rest of the big giveaway stuff. If you haven't seen it in the Discord channel, more dice, books, a big dice tower with LED lights in it is going to be the main giveaway. We've got some metal dice, a couple of books. We're going to give away the Hero Feast cookbook, D&D cookbook. They actually did a recipe or two on it today on the D&D live show. Watched them doing that. I need to try it. I've got it, but I just haven't done anything with it yet. But it's got some really interesting recipes in it. So yes, but here tonight, we are playing our lovely Greyhawk meets 5e, Rise Up Against the Slave Lords. We'll do our introductions and a recap, since Francis did not watch the back end of the last session, so she doesn't know what happened after she needed to take the rest of the night off because she was sicky poo. And so she's back because we missed her. Because, you know, this is not the same if we don't have the full group. So
we need Mama Bear.
That's right, exactly. Boy, do we. So anyway, listen.
Jana.
I didn't do anything.
It's my discipline problem.
One day, I was thinking, like, there are 5 of us, and there are 5 Spice Girls, like Mitch Spice Girls. We would be.
Oh my God.
I feel like we'd have to go based on character. Right?
Yeah, based on characters.
Yeah.
I kind of want to. We'll figure.
I'm not in charge, folks. I just.
We know
I'm
Mandy
Googling
is
Spice
scary.
Girls right now. Obviously, Mandy's.
I mean, I feel like
Spice.
Ren is scary Spice.
Oh well,
And then Jana
totally
would have to be
Francis is
Baby
Ginger.
Spice.
What is this random?
Ira is Ginger.
Oh my lord. Okay.
I would
All
say
right.
Vix is Posh. We got this, guys.
Posh Spice, yeah.
A random
I can
match-
Shorty?
So random magical item for Maslani has just been played.
Ooh.
So we'll play that here in a little bit. Yes, because Moss is off on her own little. Basically, the party is almost completely split up.
No,
Yeah.
it's
That's always a
fine.
good idea.
We're gonna
Okay.
die here.
Okay, so
We're
No.
not.
Danger.
Duff doesn't want to pay for a new introduction, so
I
he won't kill our characters.
I feel like it's hubris to assume that.
Yeah, that is getting too comfortable.
it's probably because I got to bring up the volume on it. There, Twitch Lurch, Streamloots. Probably need to bring the volume up and check out Streamloots. The volume may be down. That may be why. Mech. I'll play around with it. I turned those volumes down just because the players were wanting them down instead of so they wouldn't hear them. So sorry, we didn't hear Zeke. Call that out. Let's do our introductions and then get the recap and then figure out what's going on with the goobers. Francis, you're up first.
Hey guys, I'm Francis. I go by Fort Worth Belle in chat. I play Isra Gray. She's an ASMR paladin, and she is super anxious in this city that we are in. City, I say. It's not really a city. And I have no idea what happened after after I had to stop playing because I was super sick. I stream occasionally on Twitch under Fort Worth Belle, and you can find my awesome jewelry on Etsy under Southern Studio Home. That's it for me.
Right there, folks, in the chat, I posted there for some smarticles. Smarticles.
Oh, you got 2 links for me now. Thanks, Duff.
There you go. M, next.
Hello, I am M. I play Jana. She's the chaotic warlock, I guess is now the adjective that I would give her. You can find me on twitch.tv/SquareMalix. You can also find me on YouTube at youtube.com/SquareMalix. We just got the URL, so I'm pretty excited to plug that. So check out the YouTube. We're doing a lot of YouTube stuff, which is good. I stream 3 to 5 nights a week, sometimes 7 nights, sometimes no nights. I stream a lot. So you can find me on twitch.tv/SquareMalix. I am very excited because I'm hanging out with my favorite paladin today. It's going to be so great. I can't wait. That's it. Stay tuned.
Lori?
I'm terrified.
You should be. I mean, hey, I'm Lori. I play Maslani, our little half-elf rogue. I tattoo in beautiful downtown Golden, Colorado at Faith Tattoo. You can find my work on Facebook and Instagram at Lori Pecchia or Lori.Pecchia. I also run the group 37 Zombies, and we will be doing some virtual Gen Con this year. And I do critical failures here on the channel that we did last week. And we have lots of fun killing stuff and being silly. And that's me.
Right. Kirsten.
Hey guys, I am Kirsten. I am playing the High Elf Cleric Vixera. I am an artist. You can find me on all social media platforms at Myriad_X. I am mostly active on Twitter/TikTok, although I haven't been that active lately. So, hey.
Yeah, someone owes somebody some graphics.
Oh.
We have to discuss that at some point. I've been busy.
It's been a thing.
I have been busy. I'm sorry.
All right, yeah, and Mandy, when she gets on, should be joining us a little late, hopefully. Did she just get another tattoo? Is that why she's showing that off?
Yes.
Oh my lord. Okay, so yeah, she will be later joining us. So, but Ren, she's down in the training facility, so she's basically kicking bote and drinking. So she's quite happy, apparently. She's got no reason to want to come out of there. All right, so I shared, let's go over to El Mapo real quick for y'all. we have I made a couple little changes to it. So I took up all the squares and X's and O's and all that, and I put numbers. And if you go to your big notes button up on Fantasy Grounds, there'll be a shared note that says Highport map locations parentheses numbers.
Oh.
Okay. And when you open that up, you will see that there are numbered 1, 2, 3, 8 so far, kind of the main things you've seen so far, unless I've missed something. And those will correspond to the map now. So that now y'all can take your own notes, but I will be putting stuff kind of here, what is kind of found. So y'all will be able to go back to see what the hell all my different things meant on a map and get rid of all that. So there you go. Just understand what's happening there. So yeah, last week, thanks to 400 bits. I'm assuming that's a point of inspiration for everybody. So we'll just knock that out. So everybody's got 2 points of inspiration. Figured as much, Dead Heart. Thank you very much as always.
Thank you.
Yep. They'll need it. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to say that.
Whoa.
Wait a sec.
What?
Oh well, Ren will get one too. Okay. Well, Ren here. I'll open up her character and check off. Okay, so she got 2. Okay, I got her covered right now. What's up, Wu-Tang? Good to see you. Good to see you. And just telling Celtic and all the packages from Critical Failures will ship out on Monday. I've got packages for the game plus some dice for the Stormlord Wrath kids, since they are not kind of involved in the streaming parts and be a part of the Duff birthday celebration deal. I gave them some little extra dice for some of the players just to make them happy. So all that's going to go out on Monday.
Whoever won the earrings, I mailed those on like Wednesday.
That's Half Baked Hoser or Linder on Tuesday night. Yeah, so I'll let them know, or you can message them in the Discord.
I'll find it.
Yeah. So yeah, they found out. Just cheered another 100 bits. Who's that? Who's for Izra? Gets another 100 bit. Another inspiration, boy.
Thank you.
She'll need it. She's dealing with Jana. She's having to babysit
I was
Jana.
gonna say it's not because I'm Jana, right?
Oh, I guess apparently we're going to be getting it for everybody because there goes one for Vix. So it looks like y'all are all going to be batting with 3 inspiration points if he keeps going here. Plus, we have a magical item that we've got to get to Maslany here in a little bit.
Yeah.
I know when to take care of that. So Maslany let out Hubert and found out that he's a Roomba. And
A Cumba.
a Cumba. Okay. All right. So so just Izra and Vix get the inspiration points. Okay. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate it. And they had an attack overnight of what they are understanding what looked like disadvantage for the DM. Really? Already? I barely even said anything, Celtic. What the hell? And I thought you and I were on the same pace, man. I was going to invite you, man. You know what? Okay, whatever. Fine, whatever. I'll roll with disadvantage. I'm not ready to roll yet. So, overnight, in the middle of the night, there was a huge attack of some fluttering beast, and they found out over time that it was a horde Sepricot advantage roll for the DMC. So now that's right, baby. That should say advantage. That's right.
Sepricot?
That's
See him
right.
nodding his head in the background, like, stop it.
Oh
they
my!
negate each other, or what?
And
does
a
that
trap.
work?
Holy moly! Okay, we're gonna have just a banging show tonight. So we'll see what happens. I've got it, Celtic. We'll take care of it. Some of their different perspectives and all that. Basically what was called a swarm or a large contingent of our lovely featherless flying chickens known as sturges attacked the city and did some pretty good damage and a lot of deaths. And so the Jana was holed up in the held up in the Narwhal Inn, and Ren is competing, doing her stuff underground. So the other 3 decided, well, we need to go find out what the hell's going on. So they make it over to the Narwhal, and from there they split up into more separate. Yeah. So like I said, basically we're almost got them all separated right now. A critical hit for the DM. Oh boy, I got another one. Yeah. So Moss and Vix travel along the Sus Road because it's sus. And I kept, y'all didn't notice it, I kept saying west. Advantage. Duff, really? I got another disadvantage? Holy crap, I heard that. So yeah, when it was east, yeah. So I apologize. Apparently I can't get my directions right, but all through the show I kept saying y'all were traveling west when you're actually traveling east. I went back and listened to that yesterday and today, and I'm like, okay, I'm an idiot. Not that y'all don't know that already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
What's up, Ed Duff? What's going on? Hope you're doing well, sir. Thank you for the resub. Good to see you. Hope life's treating you fantastical. So yeah, they traveled along that way, and what ended up being is that Isra was going to have to babysit Jana. There. Another inspiration for me. Wow, I got lots of stuff. I got to track all this in a second. So cutting things short, because we want to get to the high points here. Vix and Moss travel on the Sus Road basically to the Y intersection that y'all see on your map, which is really more the contingent of where the large human population makes their home. Everything so far that you've traveled up and along not only the Sus Road, but the main road y'all have used a lot or were traveling along was the kind of the waterfront, that is the dock area. But this was the first time y'all really traveled along the Sus Road, and moving through the different areas of the humanoid groups that have made their camps and their gangs and where they kind of fend for themselves. Most of it's all ruins, whether it be buildings, homes, structures, some standing, some not. It's just a large mixture of things. Some have been slowly rebuilt, but in the non-human areas, not so much. There are a few, there's parapets still up and inner wall sections that are still up, which where you would see goblins and hobgoblins and orcs kind of using to watch and look out over the area. But as they moved closer to the Y intersection, that was really more where the strong contingent of the humans have made their stake and do business here. Those that are willing to do this kind of business with this in this kind of area. And they had kind of really done more work to keep their structures, build things up. You could tell there was a huge difference between the two. And Vix, when y'all first were going that way, hello, thank you, M, for the resub. Once you were let in, there were guards kind of manning the road there that weren't letting anybody in because they were still dealing with the catastrophe of overnight. Bonfires were some were still lit, a lot were smoking, but you would notice that, a lot of dead bodies were being, especially on the non-human areas, were being just thrown in piles of the refuse and all that, and just being set back on fire. Where in the human side, once Vix and Moss got let in, because Vix said she could help with healing, they sent you over to number 7, which was the ruined temple of Berna, and you met with Sister Suriel. Not Cereal, but Suriel. Okay, and she put Vix to work fairly quickly. And so while Vix was making her way around, trying to help out with bandages and healing and not really absolving anybody of stuff, because that's not what Vix does. Maslany got sidetracked, got railroaded, whichever trek you want to say. That there was a goblin yelling out to go save his brother Etz. And so she traveled, actually I should have marked that, but that was where the red arrow is, just kind of to the east of number 2. But you went over there and you helped rescue. There was a goblin had gotten trapped under some rubble, and they had seen several bits of this, but she was sent over there to help him and found a couple of goblins, picking up, trying to figure out, not figuring out 2 + 2 = 4, but they were able to, with her help, lift up the rubble and get him out of there. And they were in just kind of awe that, this human helped them. And so they wanted to take her to their camp. And so they basically, as you've seen, in several of the memes and all that, where this, bigger person is just kind of carried off, and joyous celebration. She's kind of being herded toward a goblin camp. Now, y'all have passed. One thing to make sure she is alerted to here is though there were some goblin camps back toward y'all's area west on the docks. You're not being taken that way. You're being taken due east. Okay, just so Ebna, well, I just cheered 100. That's a cheer. That's an inspiration point for somebody there. Duff, you can. Who's up on it? I know Jana and Moss and Ren could use an extra one. Vix and Isra already third up, so but you can give that to anybody, sir. So you just let me know in chat. But yeah, so you're kind of been Ren's get it. Okay, so I'll. Uh-oh, God, now what? Redeem critical. Oh, really? A critical fumble now. You guys are just really getting on my.
You better write all those down. You're gonna.
I
forget.
will in a second here. Luckily, it tracks them. I can go back and look. They'll remind me. All of y'all will remind me what I've got here. So I'll go back and
You
go
have
through it here a little bit.
5 fumbles at this point, right? 5.
Golly.
Disadvantages.
I don't know.
I think it's more like
6,
7.
7.
Um,
Oh, it was
I've-
7. It was 7.
seven, whatever. I've got, let's see, I can tell you right now what was been played. I got a critical fumble, disadvantage, critical hit, an advantage and disadvantage played out. And on Stream Elements, it was holy moly. Crap. That's, yeah, all of that's been played for me. Thanks a lot, folks. Really appreciate it. Feel the love. Feel the love. All right. So yes, so Moss has been carted off. Still east.
Do they
Oh,
put me
God.
in a chair like C-3PO in the Ewoks?
Yeah, something
Is
like
it,
that.
super
Disadvantage.
awesome?
Another disadvantage. All disadvantage to the D. Really? What? Just 500 bits. What's that for now, Celtic?
5 more inspiration?
Is that 5 more inspiration points? All that's all disadvantages to the. Oh, really?
Wow. They don't particularly like you today.
Really not.
You're in
I'm gonna take
trouble.
somebody's pet away from them because I'm being picked on.
No.
So-
Hey,
no.
now.
That's
No.
fighting words. That's fighting words. So Francis does not know this. So hell, Francis, here's what happened. So yes, Moss gets taken
Oh, yeah.
off to with some goblins somewhere. Vix, as she's healing and walking through, kind of giving comfort, makes her way more over to there's on the farther eastern side of this where this temple's at, where the dead bodies are kept. You know, they're not burning them. They're more, they're a little bit more civilized. They're, not sure what to do with them, but they've got a fairly good pile of them there. And as Vix is walking up near that, one of them is kind of covered in a tarp burlap sack or, woven sack. And she notices that this hand kind of falls out under the sack and is trying to basically reach on top of itself, pulling off what's covering the body. But she notices that the skin of this individual is completely black. And when she pulls back the covering, it's a female drow that is basically
Oh.
on death's bed. She's been punctured multiple times. You can see she's lost a lot of blood. The life is fading out of her quickly. And well, they thought it already had. But what Vix notices is that under the chin of this female drow is a kitten. And
Kitty.
a kitty, yes. And
That's so
and
cute.
I did the same
So
thing I'm doing
cute.
now. I'm giggling about it. And when she locks eyes with the kitten, hold on, where's my picture? I'm so disappointed. Really, NPC, come here.
You got this.
I know I got this. You think I'd have it all customized items? There it is. The kitten kind of does that hissy deal, where they
Yeah. They got
and
a
all the-
puppy.
it gets all puffy. Oh, now what? I just gotta sub Night Whisper. Welcome. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Rejects. Please make sure that your Discord and your Twitch account are linked because we have a sub only account channel on the Discord. We've got a sub only game coming up and some other things that we do for subs. So want to make sure that you've got that link so you'll have access to that channel. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. Now you're a reject. Okay, why can't I find my damn kitty picture? The kit hisses. The kitty hisses. Really? Can I not find my images? I'm a dumbass. There it is. And these tentacles shoot out of the kitten, and it looks like this.
He's so
Yeah, it
cute.
does.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really, really.
It's a kitten. Yes, kitten size, small creature. And
Duff, where's
The-
my pet?
well, we talked
You're
about
next,
that.
Isaac.
We talked about that. We go, who? Because that was the last question. He goes, who doesn't have a pet? And that was Isra. So there's just, you have to wait. Just that's not, you've got, well, what she said is you got Jana. What was
Yeah,
said
I'm
is
your
you have
pet.
to deal with him. You've got 4 pets.
I
honestly.
want a cuddly, cute pet, not
Yeah.
a
None of them are cuddly.
nasty
You're-
teenager.
You don't
Oh,
consider
okay.
Ren's
Oh my
not
God.
cuddly? Ren, you don't think so? Cuddle. No. Okay, but anyway, so what happens is the kitty hisses, the dro reaches up, and in her hand she's got something, and she goes, "Take care of the bitch," in this hideous, in this evil voice. She's got malice as she's looking at Vixera's face, and she basically, the life drains out of her, and she drops this stone on the ground, and the Vix picks up this stone that's got it's a rune stone of a kind of a cat figure on it, and it's got some type of property on it. She's gonna have to figure out what it is, but as soon as she drops the stone, the kitty disappears.
Oh.
And that is where we left it, with all the girls going, "Oh my god," and so doing all those
Very
kind of things.
excited.
So yeah,
For the
I'm definitely going back and watching this.
Go
on
watch it. It was
YouTube.
funny. It was funny. Or you should watch it. You could also watch the Twitch version of it, because everybody in chat was commenting, going, "Look at watch their faces, watch their faces," and so they were laughing at the group as everybody's mouth was holding up. Their mouths were dropped
Sure.
open. So, but it was fun. So yes, there's a kitten floating around somewhere. We already saw a picture of it come out, I think, on Vix's shoulder. I think you posted that in Discord, didn't you? Somewhere. Thought I
Yeah.
saw it.
Yeah, I posted that in Discord. I
Yeah,
could not
that's-
contain myself, and I drew
that's
her
right.
with the little displacer kitty.
That's that's because we have Francis doesn't pay attention much to Discord a lot, apparently.
That's not true. I check our group chat often.
Mm.
I don't
let's-
see it.
It's not there. You put it in
It's not in
programming,
the group
didn't
chat, yeah.
Let me see. Where'd you put it then? Oh, was it group? Was it under general or D&D? Let me see. Where did you put that, Kirsten?
Hold on, I'm
It
dropping
was
it back
in,
in.
Put it in the Slayer one. Yeah,
yeah.
there you go.
It's so good.
Dropped it back in.
Yeah.
Oh, kitty.
So-
kitty.
So yes, now we have we have 2 familiar types, Raven and yours, Janice can change figures, but Ren's is a Raven.
Mhm.
And then we have a gelatinous cube, and now we have a kitty with tentacles. They have not sure if y'all have ever seen any of these before, so just got to find out what the hell's going on here.
True.
So that is where we pick up the action, and the action will start with Isra and Jana, as y'all. Yeah, so with the discussion, I believe, is that to figure out what was going on, is y'all were going to, I don't know what, actually I don't remember what y'all said, but y'all were the group was splitting up because Vix was trying to get it more of the lay of the land, kind of seeing some of the town, and basically all she really got was kind of walking the sus road so far. And the demarcation lines, you see the long lines that are on the Highport map, was kind of only the distance that you could see somewhat from the sus road. That is about as far as your vision would take you, with the smog, the smoke, the building, different sizes, things that are standing, non-standing, things like that. So you can't, even though we have the map here, you really can't see anything south of the red lines. So back to action for my long-winded discussion there.
That was good.
Jana and Isra, what are we doing?
Jana, the last thing I remember is we're in the tavern and
Mhm.
you had asked me to stay with you.
I don't think I asked you to stay per se, but
kinda
you
forced on.
chose to say, and like that's fine, I guess. But so,
I feel like you grabbed me
uh,
because you wanted to tell me something, and they were leaving, so I stayed.
oh, you might be right about that. Oh, my notes actually don't specify why you're here, so I believe you. As Square Malix believes you, Jana doesn't remember, doesn't care. So I would like to let me think about this actually.
Is that
Uh,
Goober still trying to eavesdrop on us?
Y'all
oh
moved.
yeah,
Y'all moved away
in the
from him,
sta-
so he couldn't.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am going to turn to Izra. And I'm probably gonna let me just get my rolls ready. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So I am gonna turn to Izra and I'm going to say I have some very important business near the northern dock encampment that I need you to help me with.
Okay, let's go. What are we doing?
That was so much easier. So I
You
was
said
like
it was-
ready for a fight. It's true. She has no
You
reason
said
to
it was
shush about
important.
It is.
it's
So
important, let's go do it.
Jana is now going to say that Jana's going to say, so I don't really know a whole lot about this, but there is what is he, a goblin? I don't think I have that written down. What is Grungot?
Grungar, you were told he was a goblin. He led some of the goblin clan here.
Yeah, that's the one detail I didn't write down.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I have a note of that. Okay, so Jana will turn to Izra and say, so there's this goblin fellow, and essentially I know that he's taking fresh supplies off of the boat, and it's doing more harm than it is good for the people of this town. And I think we should go investigate it because I think it could lead us to whatever. Like Jana's like, I don't know.
Okay. Where'd you get the intel from?
Oh, I don't know, some bartender. Can I roll deception on that and just be like, just some bartender. 17?
Hold on. Let me roll my insight. It's not that great, so you're probably good. You're
Ooh.
good.
Just word of mouth, passing through the bars and stuff. I don't know. I think it could be
Okay.
good to go check it out.
So he's taking supplies from incoming ships?
Yeah, something like that.
I was just trying to like connect the dots. Like supplies that are supposed to go to people or
Yeah, supplies that are supposed to go to good people. Jana's like flashing a smile, like, come on, if I tell her that good people are suffering, the paladin has to follow me.
I was just intrigued. Let's go.
So basically all I know is that there's a northern dock encampment, like an area with some goblins and maybe some smaller humans, and this one guy is taking supplies off the boat. I don't know, it's really messing with the economic flow, and from what I've heard, we'll be able to recognize him because he'll be wearing golden moon earrings. So I think it would be worth it, especially if it's messing up the economic flow of the town. We should just do the right thing and go check it out.
Okay, now Iser's a little suspicious, but she'll go with it.
Hoo-cha!
Like, oh no, that's fine. Insight.
Oh. No.
She ain't suspicious. She's like,
Let's go, Jana.
am I rubbing off on you?
Am I
Jana,
rubbing off?
I'm
It's great.
so proud of you thinking about
Thank you.
about people that, you don't
Yep.
have to
So
help
I was-
them.
Yeah, so I'm also thinking like before we go, I kind of just want to, take a little bit of time for myself. Maybe you can go grab us some supplies. I don't know how far it is. I guess I don't know the city very well, but I was gonna
Well,
run to my
I've
room.
got I've got my map.
Okay. Do you have anything for like? We might have to get some additional intel because I don't really know about this northern dock encampment. It's just what I've heard. So
Duff, am I able to discern a place that from the map that would fit that description?
Of what? Of what description again?
the
Northern
y-
dock encampment.
Okay.
Yeah, you.
So
Yeah.
well, y'all. So when you look at your map area, number 2 is where the narwhal's at. Okay. And so your crossing area, right? You coming out, large areas, most of the grays and open areas are all orcish, but
Mhm.
other humanoids make their way in the cross check area. What do you want the lined area? And so where that big red square's at, that's a large contingent or area that you've kind of seen from y'all's viewpoint, where goblins, some kobolds, smaller type of creatures have made kind of stake their claim in that area.
Okay, and
You've just kind of, you can just tell. Y'all,
Okay.
you've been able to watch for a little bit and just kind of see that, they stake out their territories, and there are guards that kind of patrol those areas based on who controls the area. So you see goblin patrols in that area, and they come up against some of the orc patrols and guards, and they mouth off and pull swords every now and then, but you don't ever really see fights break out. There's a fisticuff every now and then, but most of the time the orcs pretty much are the law of the land so far that you've seen here, and they are ones
Okay.
that wear the yellow sash.
Okay. So Janet, looking at this map, I think we should probably just go to this area that's right here next to the inn, because there should be a bunch of goblins here. So why don't we start there? You said you needed to go get your stuff?
Yeah, I wanted to kind of
Okay,
just
I'll be
take
here.
some time. Do you want to go like make sure we've got enough candy for the road? That would be great. I just need like an hour, maybe.
What do you need an
I
hour
didn't-
for? Let's go.
Well, I told you I didn't sleep very well last night because I was watching all the friggin' chicken demons gobble up and swoop away goblins. I was gonna just go sit and meditate for a little bit to recharge before we head out again, Mom.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm stocked up, so if you're just gonna meditate, how about I just like take a nap up there while you're meditating, and then we'll go when you're done.
I'm good with that.
Isra follows Jana back to her room.
All right, Jana's gonna wait. Jana's gonna meditate
kicks
on the
back.
bed and wait for Isra to
Nope,
fall
nope.
asleep.
Isra takes the bed. Isra's trying to get comfortable.
Oh, she's not. Jana doesn't need the bed. Jana's gonna
Yeah.
crack open the window. She's gonna sit down next to it and kind of close her eyes and then just wait for Isra to fall asleep.
Okay.
Stealth roll on that. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Yeah, do you want me to? I don't know if there's something I need to roll for to like wait for.
If
Isra
you're
to make
trying,
sure
so
Isra's
if you're
asleep.
trying to
I'm trying to do
deceive,
something.
you're trying to deceive her and do something, then certainly you need to. So you would need to make a roll. Isra, I'm getting ready to answer your question there. When you do that, that bed is nothing more than a futon that was never a futon.
Oh,
It's
Yes.
it's barely
a
had any
sleeping bag on
fluff
the
to
floor.
it. It is horrible. So rotted out wood. She slept on the floor, but so what I need is Jana
I can
needs
tell you
to
what
make
I'm trying to do.
you can make the roll in the tower.
Okay. What would you like?
Well, that's what you're trying. You need to tell me what you're trying to do. You can text now. You can take now if you don't want Isra to know,
Yeah, that's okay.
then you can message me in Fantasy Grounds. Private message me.
Oh, that's true. Actually, let's do that. It's /W.
Well, you're actually going to be rolling that with advantage, Isra. So you can roll me one more.
Okay. Thank you.
Is it GM or DM to whisper you?
/GM, I think.
slash W.
Space.
Got it. I got
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it
Yep,
worked. Okay.
Yep, I got it. Test 1, 2.
I love secret roles.
So tabletop. Tabletop Isra is the person that we're doing the media kit for that he's been waiting for 2 months.
Hey,
Okay.
it's-
We're
it's
done. We
done.
think we're done finally. Well, we were gonna
done.
add in the business opportunity deal, but I'm getting ready. I'm gonna send him the link so he can see it and see if he
Yeah.
wants anything else. So yes,
Cool.
and if he's still interested. But yeah, it's been crazy. So you think we'd been done with it soon enough, but we weren't. Sorry.
Ah, whisper not found. Hold on. I typed that whole thing out. It didn't work. Let me try
Duff,
again.
I will sacrifice an inspo point for this if I need to. Just FYI.
Oh, this is not.
I'm gonna let you know.
Okay, hold on.
Jana's got to make a roll
yeah.
for me in the tower.
I know. I gotta retype that whole thing. Okay.
Tabletop, we're doing great. Lots going on. Lots of conventions spinning up. We got Founders and Legends next week, but we'll be doing the same programming here. But want to make sure everybody tunes in over in GaryCon Live next week, Saturday and Sunday, for a couple of days of programming over there. And then we got a little break until into the summertime, and then con season just blast up, man. Golly, our schedule's gotten crazy. Anyway, so what, Jana? What are you rolling?
I'm typing. Sorry.
Oh, you're typing something to me. Oh, I'm getting the
yeah.
Bible from Jana. Okay.
Well, I had to type it twice. It didn't work first time. So let me just make sure. Okay. Hold on. 2. That's the yeah. That's the premise, I guess.
So
Oh, no.
Jana, just hang a sock on the door and get it over with, for God's sake.
There's a question.
Oh, I do
Hello.
have an answer for that. Let me
Would
reread
you?
this actually.
Mandy's here.
I can find
Yay!
it. Mandy.
While
Yep.
Jana's typing her answer, say hello, Mandy. Once if you're on, and say hello, tell everybody who you are, what's going on in your life.
Hi everyone, I'm Mandy. I play Ren, the human barbarian. I am an artist. You can find me all over the internet at the Mandy. That's Mandy with 2 eyes. Seriously, just Google me. It's very easy. And hi, I'm late.
And
oh god, you're gonna do this to me every time.
I'm gonna make you do it.
I'm an artist. You can find me all over the internet, and also I am the community manager for our sponsor, Total Party Kill Games. That's me.
That's right.
Yay.
Yep. So we wanted to congratulate her personally over the channel. So Brian Berg hired her.
Thanks,
So, you know, we want to tell Brian what were you thinking? But that's not what we did, is it? So
Super,
So-
super well deserved.
I
That's
asked
right.
him that in our first meeting. I was like, "What were you thinking?" And reaching out to me for this.
Brian doesn't think. You're going to find out. So and he doesn't. So, but yes, we got Total Party Kill Games on as a sponsor, and Mandy now is the community manager and is basically bossing me around some more when it comes
Yeah,
to sponsorship.
my
So
job.
there you go.
It's my job.
There you go. All right. Let's see how. Yeah. So I'm waiting on the answer.
I'm sorry. I keep doing the whisper wrong. I'm so sorry.
It's
She's doing it.
forward
She's-
slash W.
She's
I
giving
keep
me the
doing it.
Bible. She's giving me the
I
Bible.
keep doing
Okay.
D instead of GM.
So-
Okay. Oops.
This is programming on the rejects, folks. This is how we roll.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna,
Is that not? Can I not just send it off?
Or you just type it
so
on the
you-
thing and none of us will look.
so you're basically telling it where. Right.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay,
Get
that's
my
fine.
notes again.
That's yeah. Yeah, that's where you want
That
it.
is
That's
a
what
very
you want to
important
do.
detail.
Then that's fine. So
That is what I would like to do.
okay. So
Oh boy.
okay.
Should
Well, you
Okay,
if
now
it,
the
holy
question
moly.
is,
Yeah.
so there are two, maybe 2 rolls almost I want to make. So I want to make sure she's asleep first, And
Uh-huh.
then if I sense that what I'm gonna do is gonna wake her up, maybe I slip out and do that and then come back in. Can I do like an insight to see how soundly she's asleep? I'm about to
Uh-huh.
poison eyes right now. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
who's sleeping and what's
so
happening?
yes,
Really
so the,
quickly.
It's so Izra and I went back up to my hotel room because I wanted to sit and meditate and recharge for an hour, and Izra decided to come with me.
Booty
And she's
call.
kicking it, and she's
Oh.
she's kicking it on my mushy, probably soggy futon, and I'm just chilling by a cracked open window, waiting for her to fall asleep. What
Okay.
would you like me to roll, Duff?
Well, you're trying to ascertain if you see what you saw as Isra somehow made bed out of trying to make herself comfortable with what was left of the futon bed that was on the floor there, and so you determine what roll you want to make first in the tower.
I will roll to see if she is asleep.
Okay, whatever roll you
Which
want
should
to
either be
choose.
perception or insight. Let's
Insight.
do perception because I feel like you want insight. Okay.
No,
I'm
either
good with
one. So
Well, I just feel like I always roll insight. I was gonna give you something else.
you can roll me
Alright.
that your choice. Okay, so
I have an inspiration card.
yeah,
I can
no,
reroll?
you rolled pretty high there, so I didn't know, and you booped yourself too. I see. How convenient. So
I gotta take that off.
it's okay. There, okay. I was gonna. So yeah, I rather say roll. Yeah, she crit rolled. She critted rolled her roll there. So unfortunately,
Izra did.
no, you did. So
Damn it.
so yeah, she blasted that roll right out of the park.
I was
you
just like
s-
shifting and
yes,
she
Izra's
can't get comfortable.
She's out.
she's not falling asleep.
How the heck did you sleep here?
I had some special tea. I can go grab it from the bartender and get you some.
I think I'm gonna need it to sleep because this is not working.
Okay, hang tight. I'll be right back. All right, Duff, I'm out. I'm out.
So
Listen.
Jana leaves the room, Izra.
I'm out. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now, oh god, this got
Jana?
more complicated than I needed it to get.
You're doing this, ain't us.
I
haven't done anything
it's
yet.
Important.
Mm.
Hold on. I need to see if I have a lock picking kit. This is. We're going somewhere.
Oh my
Do
god.
I have thieves' tools? Right. That would be thieves'
These
tools.
tools.
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally, I only have to deal with Lori doing this kind of stuff, but
I
this
know.
is
I'm
Ja-
sorry.
this is Em who plays with Lori, and so she's rubbed off on
It's
on
true.
them all these years. Okay.
It's
So-
true. So what I would like to do is go into the room across the hall. I'm gonna either pick the lock or I'm just gonna bust in and shut the door behind me. Very stealthily.
I need a stealth roll in the tower.
I'm good with that. I won't even boot myself this time.
Eyes for a perception check in the tower.
Mm.
This is
Por
so
favor.
much fun.
Por favor.
I didn't mean to make it this
Well, mostly,
complicated. Don't you fall asleep?
Manny could chime in on
It's
this. A lot of times when you're trying to
Yes.
deceive each other and all that, some DMs don't
Correct.
allow it. Some
Yeah,
DMs, that you just, you make the play. And
Yeah, for me, it depends.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I'm DMing a game, it depends on who's deceiving about what. You know, if I see it as a completely pointless thing that doesn't move the story forward, I'm just like, you're
Yeah.
obviously lying. Like, just stop
or
it.
if it's harmful, if it's a harmful way and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
if
And
it's
this
like,
one
if it's
we're
like
just
really harmful that could lead to like PvP. Like, we don't want that. Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
I know nobody here wants that, but
yes, that's why I'm allowing
yeah.
it, and so we're playing here.
yeah, if it's just for role play and storytelling purposes, and it's not going to cause harm, then that's
Yeah,
I,
I'm the
I
same-
agree,
same
it's
boat.
great.
Same boat.
I really want to know
Um,
what's going on. Please
So
let my roll-
bad.
I'm intrigued.
So Jana skips out, and you hear her. What you believe is her. She's making her way. She kind of
Make
Make
it
sh-
away.
Now, making her way down the stairs. You detect as you hear her footsteps, and they kind of shallow off, and
Okay.
she seems to have gotten tea for you.
I'm waiting for my
Okay.
tea.
Okay. So Jana, what are we doing next now?
Does this mean that I have
need
successfully
a-
bought myself enough time?
You hope. So you basically
I'll
hop
just-
into the room and you do your thing.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I'm good with that.
Well, so that's okay. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm whispering you.
Yeah.
Oh, don't. Damn it. I clicked off of Jana.
I think that is the casting time, right?
That's what I'm gonna check real quick.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay. So you basically begin to start doing that, and I
Perfect.
just got this answer that I was getting ready to ask. So about 15 minutes in, Jana doesn't return with tea.
Yeah, but you
Isra.
should fall asleep, right? I mean, all right.
Not what she just sent to me. So
But she doesn't know where I went, right?
no,
thinks
she
I
has
went
no
downstairs.
idea. She
So-
has no
so
idea. This is awesome.
Isra gets up.
Okay.
She goes to the door and she kind of just like looks in the hall. I don't see anybody, right?
There's nobody. Yeah.
Okay, so I just I close the door behind me. I go downstairs.
Okay. Yep. So we're gonna say, it's
I
been a
hear
few
that?
hours. No, you're doing your deal. You're in the middle of
That's
spell
right, that's
casting.
right.
Yeah, you're zoned out. And so
Okay.
you go downstairs. There's a few people in about, and Yazbar, is
At the bar.
yeah, he's at the bar. It looks like he's trying to clean, but that's pathetic.
Yes, bar.
Yeah, Yazbar's
I love
bar.
it.
Okay.
Isra
Okay.
will walk up to the bar, and
He
I've not been
glances at
introduced
you
to
and-
him, so Isra doesn't know who he is. Excuse me, sir. I was with my friend earlier, and she came down to get me some tea. And she hasn't come back yet.
I haven't got any tea. I don't serve tea here.
That's not true. He served me one this morning.
You
Oh,
did?
it was bad tea. I
I
thought
don't
I sat
think-
down and had a hot toddy.
You
But
did-
fair enough.
He didn't have hot toddies. Y'all were asking for hot toddies. We never covered
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Hot
I'm
toddy,
sorry,
a hot
you're right,
toddy
you're
is
right.
not tea, though.
It's
is
not
it?
tea. No, it's not.
I thought
No.
a hot
No,
toddy
it's
was
just-
tea with whiskey.
It's water. It's hot water. Oh, you could do tea. It's hot
You could,
water.
do, yeah,
lemon, and
if you put,
whiskey.
as long as there's
Ah,
alcohol
right,
in
okay.
it somewhere.
That's
Anyway,
right,
he
do
tells
that.
you
Continue.
that I don't do I don't do tea. Get out of here.
Isra's like
Maybe outside.
Isra's like older sister, like bullshit meter from her personal experience is starting to like bing, 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 get
Mhm.
louder in her head. So she, I walk to the door. I step out and kind of look around.
You've got traffic moving up and down the dock road there. You see your normal activity. Most of like I said, most of the docks in this part of the area are non-functional, not been repaired, or just crumbling into the ocean area. Or there's a couple of ships that have been like intentionally, you could tell they've been just ran into the docks or sunk right in front of the dock area, so it can't be used. And so, but you see good goblins moving out. You see, people, all sorts of humanoids moving around. There are a few buildings here that are shops, but other than that, the Narwhal Inn is this only, building you've been in, but people are moving their way. Most of the traffic's headed east along the dock
Okay.
road.
I'm gonna step back in and approach the bartender again.
Oh, what now?
I feel like we just need to get off to a good start, and maybe we just need a little common ground. And Isra pulls out 5 gold pieces and puts them on the bar. Did you see my friend come down here in the last 15 minutes? She keeps
How
her
much time
hand
has
on the
passed?
gold until
How
he
much time has
answers.
passed?
Okay, give me a persuasion check with advantage. I'm not rolling it because I got all the damn disadvantages, so it's just pointless.
Hold on, I'm
How
looking
much
for my
time has passed,
advantage.
Stuff?
What's that, Janet? What?
How much time has passed?
15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Oh, okay.
Well,
okay.
it's 15 minutes, so we're going to say inside 30 because.
Okay.
25.
Yeah. So he goes, what's she look like? Who's your friend?
I described Jana.
I've not seen her at all. She was staying here, and then y'all came all in and trying to hush talk in the corner. But I haven't seen her since y'all went back upstairs.
Thank you so much for your time. And your
Sure.
courtesy. And then she lifts her hand from the gold and walks back upstairs and starts listening at doors.
I feel like okay, but I feel like Izra should know that Janet could slip out past the bartender at any given time. No, listen at the
young
doors.
lady, you
Listen
be
at the
quiet.
doors.
You are in a ritual, so you may not speak at all.
Fine.
Okay.
I understand.
Just
remember,
First, I will
crit
go
rolled
back
on my
to her
die.
room.
Oh, I know
I'm
what
gonna
you
go.
rolled. But that was that. So hold on, you Skippy. Your perception roll, your stealth roll was to get into the room, not be heard.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
And so
I will go back to Jana's room first and pop my head back in there to see if she's come back.
nobody's there. And so you've
Okay.
probably got maybe less than half a dozen doors left here.
All right, so I start at the closest one and work my
Okay.
way through the hall.
All right. So Janet can make me another deception roll in the tower because you're trying to be quiet.
That's fair.
Okay. Perception roll. Izra.
I'm using inspiration for advantage.
Wait, you can do
One.
that.
She's just re-rolling it again. Yeah. Okay. You go to the first door. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
You go to the second door. Give me another perception roll.
I'm running out
So-
of inspiration.
Yep. And then you got me one more. Basically, I'm giving you an average of the rolls here.
I'm using my last inspiration for advantage because
Oh
I
my
want to know
God.
what's going on.
Oh man.
I'm so curious. I have to know.
You do
Aisha
not
has to
you do
know.
not hear any you don't hear any noises at any of the doors.
Okay. Izra is going
I'm
to
sorry.
go.
Apparently he was telling the truth. She must have gone outside. That's what you I mean.
Izra's going to go to the stairwell and sit her butt down. She leans
Do you want to?
against the
Duff, do you
wall.
wanna end
No,
it
no.
here?
She
No.
Pan to someone else. Okay.
she,
You going,
she
Izra?
pulls out like her little journal and she just starts like, doing the journal thing while she's waiting.
Okay. So
She's
another
pissed.
30 minutes pass. All right. And then all right, hold on.
Should I just? Perfect. I'm gonna just whisper it over. Okay.
Yeah,
Can I? Okay. So the message that I wanted to send, can I just whisper that to that person, or do you want me to go through the motion? Okay.
well, so
right.
here's the problem. So
Oh.
you're if you look at the spell and all
Mhm.
that, you only have 100 feet distance.
right.
Well,
but I
as
could
far
still.
the
Okay. I'm good with
No-
that. Okay.
nothing happens after the 100 feet, you lose total contact.
Which is fine. All right. So what I'm going to do is write my piece, right, and roll it up and hide it on my person, and I'm going to exit the room with it flying behind me. It's just.
And what
That's it.
what will people see?
Oh, I am so sorry. So there is now a very mean looking owl. It's an owl again, but this time it's a fiend.
Well, they
So
don't
it's
know
looking a
that, so
little-
don't
Oh, that's
reveal
fair.
that. Okay,
Oh, I'm
all they see
sorry.
is an owl. Okay,
I'm sorry.
yeah, don't
It's a
reveal
very
what the essence of it is. I only want to know what the
rough-looking
physical
owl.
version of it. Yeah, you see a
And,
mean looking owl.
Yeah, really mean looking owl, kind of glowing green, flying behind me, and I'm going to walk to the steps, walk down.
You're walking and you
Right,
see
and walk
Izra
down to
sitting.
where Izra is sitting, and I'm just gonna say, "Where have you been?"
Where the fuck's my tea?
I couldn't find it. I think I got mixed up and went back into the wrong room. I was waiting for you over there. You ready to go?
Where's the owl?
The owl is fluttering behind me, like just.
Okay, it didn't take off. Okay, yeah. So
No,
that
it didn't take
Isra,
off.
then you see this
not-
mean looking green glowing owl behind Jana that you never seen before.
Who's your friend?
They have seen it before. I've brought it out in this form before.
Oh, was it the owl? I thought it was a
yeah,
hawk.
it was the owl.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was a
But
raven.
if you ask, but it's
Yeah, it was a
fair if you
raven.
ask.
It was a raven.
Well, no, because the find familiar spell. The first time I brought it out as
No,
the ritual
my
was
my
the
familiar
owl.
is a raven.
Well, I thought we had
I
two
thought
for a
you
while.
Oh,
had
the
and then
original. Yeah, the original
So
one.
my-
was
yeah, that
a
was-
raven.
That's
That
fine.
was before it was that. But yeah, but that's fair. You know, Isra probably still would not be used to this. And I'm just gonna turn and be like, you've met the owl before, Isra. This is not new. I make animals. It just happens. Okay, I'm done meditating. Let's go. And she's like, just kind of like steps over Isra and starts walking out the front door. Okay, you coming?
Isra.
Aisha gets up and starts following Jana. You know, secrets get people killed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Eh.
Let's go.
Wait. Let me do a little. Yeah,
Oh
she
my God.
kind of nods her head. So Isra, I guess you've got the map, so you know, you should lead the way. Because we did establish, I know I've asked this already once. We said that because my urchin perk in a city means I move twice as fast, but that doesn't count because this is not considered like a right.
In this, I remember I backtracked and said along the docks and this kind of the area where it's populated and all that, I'm giving you more benefit
Oh.
there. Okay.
Okay.
Once you ventured more north into the city areas that were unknown to you, then that's going to become a detriment. So,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Okay. Cool.
So-
So
Jana takes off. What are we doing? Where are we walking?
Where-
Towards the goblin encampment that's just there to the east.
oh, I lost
Okay.
that map.
What-
And Duff,
You're here.
anytime I'm
Oh, thank
able
you.
to fill in the map a little bit, if I have a few minutes here and there, I will, because I want to make it as good as possible.
Well, yeah. So what you're seeing here is just ruins, some dilapidated buildings. You're going to move in, and you're going to kind of see. Give it a second here. Hello, really? I thought this map was
Thinking.
smaller. I know, but I thought I cut this map down. Apparently I did not. Let me look real quick because I trying to make sure that I did not have maps that were out of control. Apparently I killed that one. What the hell? Let me look at the size. This is refugee area 2. This is only a 2K. It's only 2. It should be loaded up already. You bastard.
Hmm.
Is it not loaded on your screens, right?
Not yet. No.
No, sir.
What the? Ooey Felder
Just
card.
kind of a corner of a
Yeah.
map.
Okay, I'm reloading it again. Well, shucky darns. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's black screen for me as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm seeing it on my second client. It's not even when I'm local here, and the map's not wanting to load. You know, really, you pissant.
The image corrupted. Can you take like a screenshot of the file that you
Yeah, I
have?
may
and
have
just
to in a
import
second
that
here.
Into Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, well, it is inside Fantasy Grounds, but I'm gonna one second
No, I
while
mean
we're doing.
like take a screenshot of it
Yeah,
so it's
well,
a smaller image.
Yeah. So I was
That
actually
might, that might
gonna.
fix it faster.
I know Shucky darns me. Thanks a lot there. Really, really. Okay. Updates and maps lately. Yeah, I know, man. And so that just upsets me because I could just sit here and load it up in.
We're having problems on Thursday with maps as well.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what they were just
different.
saying to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, you're what I'm getting ready to show you when I'm working on this, and you talk about it, is you got some buildings, some housing area and things like that that are, some are standing, some are not. And you basically seeing it's a goblin encampment. But you know, even, you know, trying to start moving to that way, you have got, you know, some goblins, a couple of sections, probably 5 or 6 half-hearted patrols that are kind of sitting there, you know, kind of guardsmen that are, you know, along the outside of the area of these buildings. You, as you're walking toward them, you see that there are some there. They're not going to let you walk freely straight into their encampment. You would, you know, you would know this about all of them you've seen. You know, it's just not free walking. So what do you want to do?
Would Jana, this is kind of more table talk. Would Jana know where Ren's location, like where that fight club is? Does she remember that?
So I will grant, because you've been through it and all that, that you know it's farther on down easterly along the docks, that you kind of remember that. I would not have a problem with that because you've traveled it some already. So,
you know, like give or take, like she would know when she's, yeah, I don't know, like 100 feet within.
well, it's on the, so no, it's, you are,
Yeah.
no, you, it's number, now, oh, Mandy doesn't know. So Mandy, on the map now,
Huh?
Oh yeah.
on the Highport map, you notice that I've got numbers. And if you go to your big notes tab in Fantasy Grounds, there is a note that's called Highport Maps Locations Numbers. And I'm marking now
Can you
when
bring
y'all
that map up
find.
for me, I closed it by accident. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, sure you did. So
Thank you.
there you go. But now the numbers. So if you look on, so you can know, Jana, that if you look at your Highport numbers, that the fight pit area is
Number 5.
number 5, but it's not your.
Mambo number 5.
Yeah, you're 600-700 yards. You're not anywhere close to it.
Right, which is, but that's okay. I'm just saying, Jana has enough spatial awareness to know that
She knows,
she
kind of
can
knows where the
reference.
area is at. Yeah. Yeah.
And we're headed toward 4.
Y'all, well, you're headed straight to the. Y'all came right out of the Narwhal Inn, and we're kind of running right into the red box area, which I had labeled. Yeah, but that was kind
oh,
of
that's right. We're
okay.
headed east. Okay.
You're headed east. Yes.
So we're headed
Yes.
toward the fighting pit.
Yeah, you got a ways to go,
Okay.
but you're. Yeah.
That's fine. Perfect. Just making sure. Okay.
Let's try this again.
Sweet.
It's gonna load. It's not loading. All right, Fantasy Grounds. Might works. Because I just resized that map and dropped it half its size. And it ain't loading. It is not loading at all. So, yeah, something else going on. Darn it, shucky darn. So basically, you've got, yeah, I'm going to know what Mandy's going to do. I'll take a picture of it. I may just have to send it to y'all.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna drop it in the Discord.
actually, I'm going to drop it in Discord for y'all to be able to look at. Okay, yeah, duh. Sorry,
Cool.
sorry, folks. We'll,
It happens.
it's going to be mainly RP anyway. So there is images, and it is refugee area dose. All right, boom.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
Elsom, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Rejects. Thank you for hanging out in our debauchery that's going on here. So, and you're coming from the you're from the west side of the map, and so you got a little contingent of, like I said, about 6 goblins that are kind of sitting there on the outskirts of this little area that you see. You're headed straight for, and what do you
Isra
do?
will pull out some coin. And in common, excuse me, we were looking to purchase some supplies. Can anyone point us in the right direction? We had a friend who referred a goblin as a
Uh-huh.
good. Do they
We
speak
don't
common?
sell. We sell nothing. Yeah. They basically in some
Okay.
butcher. We don't sell car. We don't sell that here. You go human side. Go away. And he kind of when he flims you.
Did he spit on me? Is that
He
what
kind
happened?
of flims you. They're all kind of laughing. Stupid humans. You don't belong here.
We're looking for a Grugnot Gibbernose to buy some
Who'd you
things
say?
from. Grugnot Gibbernose.
Why you want Grugnot?
Well, we had a mutual acquaintance who said that he could sell us some items. We have gold for him if he has items for us. And whichever one is talking to us, I will like flip him a gold coin.
He's kind of looking around, and the other ones all stand up, and they're drawing their weapons as they move toward you. And he's kind of looking. He's got this gold coin in his hand, and he does the bite routine on it. And you're not sure if they're drawing the weapons on y'all or they're drawing the weapons on him.
Can
How many are there?
Insight roll?
6.
You said there's 6?
There's 6.
I'll
Yeah.
pull
Not like
5 more
in-
out. I'll pull
Oh.
5 more out and toss one to each goblin. And mark off my freaking gold.
I was saying, well, since I'm not really engaged, am I allowed to roll insight or perception to see if I can figure out who they're drawing weapons at?
Well, yeah, you can
Okay.
just roll me, and just roll it out. So
I will do that. In the Tower for Death.
yeah, they were getting they didn't like he got a gold piece, and they were about to
Okay.
beat the shit out of him.
No, everybody's got one.
And so they all kind of stop,
Good
and they're
job,
looking
Isaac.
at you, and they
Whoever can point us in the right direction will get another.
and so this goblin, he's kind of the one that's kind of in charge. I put him on the tracker for the moment, and he goes, "Why you want Gibbernose? He doesn't sell
I just
anything.
want to.
He does
I
not
just
sell."
want to see. I just want to
Does he
see his
se-
boat.
We heard that he might have some information that we could buy.
Ask us. Maybe we know.
We are asking
Our-
you, dumbass.
Our contact explicitly gave us Grognot's name.
What is a dumbass? One of them looks at.
Jana's gonna roll
kind
her eyes
sir.
and be like, "Men are fools."
Oh my
It
god.
means kind sir in her native tongue.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
no.
Jan is gonna get in trouble. No, it's fine. Isaac, keep talking.
Yeah, you need to beat a 17 on your persuasion here, young lady, because one of them's
Oh,
turning and he's
Me?
no, Janet did it. No, so it's just persuasion. So he was drawing his weapon and he was looking at Jana as Jana's being flippant with this stuff, and he doesn't. Yeah, he's looking at you and he puts his sword back down, but he turns around and starts walking back into the encampment area.
Aisha just kind of
can we
elbows
follow
Janet
him?
like really hard in the ribs.
Ow! I only have 38 hit points. Please don't. My God. No, just kidding.
If you
No, I
can't
feel
be
like
nice,
she's.
Hey,
I feel like if you
Uh,
tell Janet to be nice, she's gonna hiss.
so they're all kind of staring at they kind of pocket the gold and they're looking and he asks again, "What do you want with Glibbernode?"
we have some questions for him.
He not going to talk to you.
Well,
Maybe he
I'd really
here,
like-
maybe he not here. But
Okay.
he don't
Well,
talk to people.
I would
You go
like
away
for-
now.
I'd like for him to tell us to go away.
When you look back, you hear kind of a commotion coming from behind them, and you see 20 more goblins coming your way.
Oh, jeez.
That's fine.
And they're drawn. They have their weapons drawn.
Okay.
And there's but
And how important is your errand?
there is no Gibbernose with them that you can see. There are goblins. There's several
nobody's
more
wearing
bigger
it.
ones, but there's not one with gold. There's not one with the looks that you're looking for. And
All right.
they're coming towards y'all
I-
right now.
I'm gonna.
Aisha,
Go Riser.
I was just looking around. Do I see any of those yellow sash people?
Not
Hopefully
in this
not.
area.
Oh.
No, you do
Good.
not. No, you
I
do
don't want
not.
to be labeled a troublemaker.
So
Jana, I don't think that
Yeah.
they're going to be helping us, and we may need to persuade them forcefully.
I mean, that sounds like a lot of work. Jana is going to.
It's your errand.
Yeah, Jana's gonna talk to the leader or whoever was giving Isaac grief,
He's the goblin,
And
but he's
she-
just labeled as goblin
Whatever
boss,
it
but he's
is,
just
yeah,
basically the
whoever it was.
patroller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and she's just gonna say, "So, how many of your friends got taken away by those flying chicken things last night?"
Several.
Yeah.
Why you ask? Why
Is
you
it-
care?
Why do I care? They sent us here to exterminate them.
You talk a
Just
lot.
trying to help. What'd you say?
You talk a lot.
I talk a lot. Okay, well, we were just trying to help.
Well, I don't see
She's
any.
gonna
you
start
gotta
to,
look around.
like-
Well, are
she's
there
gonna,
some
like-
around? I don't see none.
No,
What
I
is
think
this?
she's just
What is exterminate? You make fun of me? He's
no,
starting to
no.
draw his
She's
sword
like-
again.
She's gonna put her hands up and kind of laugh. I'm just here to make sure no more of your friends get taken away in the middle of the night. I saw the bonfire.
We take care of
I saw them
ourselves.
get
Go
the
away.
stuff.
Go away. We take care of ourselves.
She's gonna. I think Jana's gonna like
now.
turn on her
And you-
heels and maniacally laugh and just be like, "Fine, see how it goes throughout the night," and just start walking away.
The other goblins
Come on,
have now coming up to you, Izra. They're beginning to
Oh,
start
Isaa's not
moving
following
on.
me?
They're starting
No.
moving on.
Okay.
They're starting to move on your flanks.
Aisha pulls out her great axe. She does a little spin and she backs up, following Jana, but she's walking backwards to keep an eye on the
Yep.
goblins.
Right. Yeah. So you got an itch. You got a feeling, an itch that they were not happy. You know, being there and they
Struck
yeah.
a wrong nerve.
Yeah. So you weren't gonna get anywhere farther with them. So they hooked you for 5 gold pieces or 6.
6.
6.
Jana's gonna reach into the bag of holding and give Heiser 6 gold pieces. Like, yeah, you tried. Maybe next time I do the talking.
I do have my truth spell today. Let's find somebody else to talk to.
Oh, right. You definitely were. I thought you were gonna use that
Okay.
on Jana.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, Francis.
Welcome, Telsum.
Actually,
Sorry you had to
I
put up with
just-
Jana a lot on her stream. But that's okay. So one of your viewers is over here saying hi. So
Oh, wonderful. Hopefully it's a
Aisha
good one.
starts looking around to see if she sees any like goblin guard
ahead.
types that are solo.
no. So you have
I-
noticed that most of them, they run in packs. There's no doubt about it.
What's
and,
the smallest size pack we see?
Normally it's a Dagar size 5 to 6, usually, and same thing with
Wait a
orcs.
second.
Most of yeah, coming in here. You see a few, most of them in this area. So now, where are y'all headed when y'all backing out, headed back west? When you're headed back the way you came. Where were you going?
Wait, I have a question.
Go ahead.
How much how much weight could an owl claw onto and
Your
pick
owls can't
up
do
out of
anything.
this guy?
Your owls can't do anything.
It
It's
can't
familiar.
attack,
No,
but it can
can't-
still
It can't have a physical interaction with a
none.
not a
okay.
familiar.
I could do a Tinkerbell, but I'm not invested enough in whatever it is that we're doing to pull a Tinkerbell.
Okay. So
yeah,
so
that's
y'all are
fine.
backing up. Where are you going?
Aisha
So-
starts heading south to the Sus Road to see if we can maybe go around to the other side of the encampment.
You-
Find some new goblins.
Well, yeah, you go back west, then you're gonna go up north a little bit. No,
Okay.
south. Damn,
Southward.
I'm getting my maps all confused. Boy, I'm just horrible at that. So you go south, go to the Sus Road, and yeah, as you see that
This
main thoroughfare, there are multiple groups walking, but you do see you were very close that if the fight would have started, there was several contingents of orcs right in that area
Mhm.
that you're fairly
Nice.
certain. However, both of you need to make me perception checks, please.
So I also, while we're walking, would like to share with Izra. Jana's gonna be like, by the way, I wouldn't go around dropping Gibbernose's name because I don't know if these goblins are necessarily big fans of him. So just keep that in mind next time.
Well, he is a goblin.
Right, but what I'm saying is we don't know who he's quote unquote stealing from. What if he's stealing from those goblins we just talked to and dropping his name pissed him off?
Jana, make me a perception check, please.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Aisha sees nothing.
Perception.
No, you don't. But Jana sees that y'all are being followed now. you've got 3 goblins that are now trailing you.
Only 3.
Okay. Only 3 right
so
now.
Okay, is that also okay? Let me think.
Now
All right,
we
yeah,
hold.
Go ahead, Duff.
We hold.
okay.
One moment.
Good call.
Maslani, the other goblin contingent now. So, okay, you were on the
Hey, they like
map,
me.
and you were, like we said, my circle area. You were over here. You were east of number 2. The drawn one, not my number 2, but where it's you were in the human
see,
open
circle.
area, and you
Yeah.
were whisked away by Etzen, from his companions. He only had like 3 or 4 other ones were with him, and they were whisking you away to take you to their encampment. Did you have any questions or want to know what was happening before we proceed that way?
I saved their friend or helped save their friend, and they
Mhm.
like me.
Yeah, they
wanna
like you. And so
celebrate me and give
yeah.
me booze.
So what they
sure.
do, well, but what happens is in this is if you've noticed the red circle, you're taken kind of through the roads. Now, even though they're big roads here, so y'all kind of know, they're also smaller paths through lots of these areas because these were neighborhoods and other building, other sections and all that. So the main black roads here are the major thoroughfare roads that that you would normally know. But there are still side streets and alleys. I'm not trying to, on the map I just showed y'all, there were walkways and areas around the buildings and all. So I don't want you to think that these aren't the only ways that you can walk, but the main ones, well, you're taken through and you're hauled fairly quickly through the human contingent and along on what they call the coast road, Moss.
Okay.
And this takes a good hour that they walk through and they're just chatting with you, laughing and calling it stupid, and they have to go back and get his brother, and they're scared about they don't know where these chicken things, these big evil big creatures came from, and they will tell you, just haphazardly and innocently that this is the first time this has ever happened. They've seen them before. Lots of goblins know this stuff, but this has never happened in the city before. This type of attack, and they don't like you. Several of them definitely lost their friends, but you're hightailed all the way as you move to this last small section of Goblinoid area on the far eastern outskirts of the city. Right there,
Okay.
you see what is definitely a foyer. This is an orc encampment, and they've got it very well fortified, not only on the eastern side, which would be facing out to the city, but along their western side, basically against the goblins. What's up, Rim? Remedies, thank you for dropping by. We hope you are doing well, you and your viewers. Hope you had a great game or session going on over there, as always. You are so welcomed over here on the Rejects. But they take you quickly closer to the docks into an encampment area. There's a small a goblin encampment area there that you wouldn't really notice it, coming up to it. It's buildings kind of dilapidated, but they kind of move through 2 sections of a building and tell you to watch your head and don't step here, or gooey kablooey. There's a couple of traps and things like that. and they bring you into a fairly decent little encampment area. I don't know, overgrown with trees and bushes and all that close. Let me see if I have goblin camp. Let's see if this loads up. This doesn't load up. Now this one loaded.
Yeah.
That one's
Oh.
nice.
Yeah, I have to pull some maps, but you're basically
I love it.
understand it's definitely overgrown. Lots of dilapidated buildings. You see
It's pretty.
several goblins kind of making their homes in some of the buildings and the trees, but then you walk straight in to this center area, and these goblins look like they got their shit together, except for the group you're with. Apparently, you know, they may be the Laurel and Hardys of the Goblin clan, because this clan you move into, they have got, you know, some good supplies. They've got weapons. They got stuff, you know. Wow, these goblins, they're making bank. And the reason they're making bank is when you bring into the center area, you're brought up, there's a goblin's a little bigger than everybody, and he's got gold earrings in his hair. And he's
Oh.
got gold moon earrings in his ear.
Oh, so but I don't know any of this. So
You have no idea. Yeah. So, exactly. And your little goblins stop you before you get any closer, because some of the guards that are surrounding this center section basically pull out their gleaming weapons, and they're coming at the whole group of you. And they're pointing, yelling in goblinish and making screams, and the other goblins are pointing at you, and they're just yelling back and forth. And the goblins look at you and goes, they just go shh. And
Okay.
these guard goblins surround you with their weapons drawn. Make a wrong move, you make a wrong move, you're dead where you stand. And this
Okay.
goblin comes out with his gold earrings and looking dapper, and they yell back and forth, and then he browses with this broken comment, and he goes, "So you the one who say that's? Why you
Yes,
save
I
Goblin?
am.
You human? Why you save goblin?
I'm not a human. I'm a half elf. Thank you very much.
You look human to me."
Pointy ears.
He didn't see him.
Why?
All look alike to me.
Pointy ears.
Ooh.
I saved him because his friends asked me to. Why wouldn't I?
No, I don't know. Most humans would just leave him. Humans stink.
Not all of them.
Why'd you really save him?
Because he was stuck. And clearly his friends aren't maybe aware of how leverage and fulcrums and whatnot work, so I just took care of it for them.
Those are big words. What do mean? No big words. I don't understand big words. You kind of see it's kind of mean. He got mad that you said something he didn't understand.
So you take the stick and you put it in the ground and then you push it against the rock and it moves the rock, and you don't need to be very strong.
They're all kind of,
And I
the
like
goblins are all
the
looking at each other
arm
going,
thing,
what
like,
the
"Not
hell?"
very strong.
Yeah, they're not, the goblins have no idea what you just said, but they all kind of look in, and you make the motions and all, and they go, "Oh yeah, yeah," and they're acting like they do know, and pointing at you. And Eds gets up and he chats some more. You don't understand goblin, right? Can't remember.
No, I think just orc. Let me double
Yeah, so-
check.
Yeah, so you don't. Yeah. So they're speaking and all, and you have the kind of clue, but Etz is basically pointing to you and pointing to back to the deal, and then he makes motions like the flying chicken birds, and he's recounting kind of stuff going on. And you don't know this is Gibber knows, but they're just, you're an idiot. They're goblins, the bigger goblins are just like, we're stuck with these guys, and they're our clan. How unfortunate for us. Maybe they should have been fed to, the pigs when they were born.
Oh, that's not nice.
You can just kind of tell. That's what the goblins do. And So he goes, well, you say vets, then maybe you're not all bad. Why you come here then? Why they bring you here? What is going? Why they kind of look at Ed? So why you bring her here?
Oh,
She's a friend. We have friends. Maybe his friends can help us.
help you.
What do you mean help us? And they kind of look. We have, just kind of looking, and he goes, "Oh, Gibber knows. Goes, shh! Don't talk about our business in front of human. But we need help." And they go, you can kind of see Gibber Nose is wanting him to shut up.
So gold earring. What's your name again? Gold earring. What? I didn't catch your name.
You call me Boss Man. That's all you need to know.
Boss person. Okay, so
Boss Goblin.
Boss Goblin. That sounds like a rap name. That's great. Okay, so
They all start rapping.
People, they start beatboxing.
They start beatboxing the goblin. Yeah.
Sometimes people do nice things for other people. Nothing wrong with that. And
There's always
you
a cost.
You seem like the smartest guy in the room here. Like I get a little closer to him, and you seem like the smartest guy in the room here. So I mean,
you try to step closer to him.
Yeah, just
Ooh,
like a. Just like a lean forward and whisper.
They didn't care for that. Their weapons all basically are, you just now got pinpricks of weapon blades are shoved into your side and all that. And then they basically, and he is kind of looking and he steps back too. And they're all kind of freezing for a moment, like you did that. And he just but then he kind of huffs his chest out a little bit. That's okay. And he yells something to them and all that. And the guards, pull their weapons back. We go sit. Come, you sit with me, and they're gonna.
Battery works every time.
They're gonna set you in the middle area, and you kind of all sit down. And the guards. There's still some goblins behind you though, with their weapons drawn. But he goes, "You hungry? We got fish."
Sure.
Yeah. So we're gonna have some pickled herring. They love their pickled herring. Okay.
Gross.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's impolite to not eat what you're given. And
That's right.
I don't think they're smart enough to poison me. So I might just have food poisoning and not be poisoned. So yeah, I'll eat with him and try and get some information out of him.
So you're going to start eating with them, and it's small talk for a while. They eating this god awful pickled herring, and they all smell like it now. Now you're dealing with it on their breath, and they, one of the major questions out here is why you here? Why you in Highport then? I don't see no slaves.
Oh no, no.
You don't have slaves?
Slave.
Why not?
No.
All humans have slaves. They even
All
make goblin
humans?
slaves. We don't stand
No.
for it though.
No. No slaves. We were sailing and we, took a pit stop here.
But you have no slaves, so why come to Highport?
Well,
That make no sense.
traveling. We're traveling. It was just a pit stop and had to get some more supplies and whatnot. We ended up here.
I may be dumb,
We
but
thought
I'm
we'd
not
stay for a
that
while.
dumb. No one just comes to Highport to travel. Only come here to trade in flesh with the lords who run the town. You must have something to do with the lords.
No, absolutely not. Okay, so I'll break this down for you. we stopped through here, and one of the people in our group perhaps has gotten stuck in a slave type situation, and we're feeling things out and waiting for her to not be a slave type anymore.
You don't make sense. Your words make no sense to me. Slave situation? What does that mean? Either you're a slave or not slave.
Okay, so somebody in our group has been made a slave and is imprisoned, and I'm just waiting for her to
Then you
serve
all
out
should be
her
slaves.
her indentured servitude until she's ready, and then we're gonna leave town and continue on our
There
trip.
is no end to slave. Once a slave, always a slave. You never leave unless you die.
What do you really know about the slaver people anyway?
I know lots of them. I live here. We
No,
deal with
yeah,
them
right.
all the time, the yucky people. Try
Are
to
they
make us
trying to-
slaves.
Yeah, or how
Make-
have you avoided that? How are you not
You do
slaves?
business with, you do things for them. Kill
Like,
them, clean up after them. Guard stuff that doesn't belong to them sometimes. They all kind of gaggle, kickle, and sometimes they stuff
Like-
disappears.
like treasure?
CTE, you look around and you can see that it's mainly supplies. They're got some food here that they normally wouldn't have, and the utensils, their cots are fairly well. They're not, rat infested. They got barrels of stuff that here. There's some, you see, looks like some fine aged wine in a couple of barrels that they have no idea that it's, the years on it. Well, y'all really wouldn't know that because y'all aren't from here. So, but they've got barrels of stuff and other supplies that, definitely, with different insignias on them and things like that, he's been stealing stuff. You can tell. You're smart enough to know that. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Smuggler.
yeah, he's a smuggler
Right.
and he's stealing from them. Maybe you help goblins.
Help with what?
How good at you kill people?
I mean, if they do wrong, I suppose I could kill people.
What
What
if
were you
they
thinking?
do not? What if they just do, and
Like-
they mean to us, and mean to the goblins? You goblin
Like a
friend, right?
slaver?
You save goblin, but maybe you goblin friend now. Maybe we can do business. Why are you
Okay.
really here in Highport? We know lots of things. We tell you lots of things, but you got to do something for us.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Maybe you kill somebody for us.
Well, I need to know why you want me to kill
Oh,
them, and if it's okay, I will.
I just put it together.
Someone
Doc.
figured out where we're going with it.
Please don't make me do it,
I was
Doc.
waiting to see faces if they're figuring out what's getting ready to happen here.
Excuse me?
Yeah, so
Exactly. am
Yeah.
killing
I was
them?
over on the
Why?
bench.
oh I know
Okay.
where I know where. So hold on, hold the horses
Brent, I
here before we
got
take a
you.
break. So
You
a rogue with
whistle.
the conscience, I know. So yeah, you'd figure this out. But this is Lori. This is Lori. So I know how
This
to
is me.
work with Lori on the tails here. So, so he go, well, yeah, it is one human that tries to run goblins around too much. He wants to be a slaver, but he's not a slaver. He's just a low life human. Thinks he controls the humans. He would be a big boon for the goblins here if he were to go away.
And
Are
who
we-
is that?
The sexy guy.
What do you want in return? What would you want in return? How do I know I trust you if I tell you this? You just don't go tell him, and then we got big war. Maybe I shouldn't say anymore.
This is
Mm.
This is a loaded thing. Do I try and get information on the slavers from him, or?
He says he knows
Talking's
lots of
not my
stuff.
strong
What do you
suit.
want to know?
Yeah.
He knows lots of stuff. I'm trying to figure out what to try and get out of him. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll help you out. You help me out. Do you know where I could perhaps get my hands on a large group of the slavers? Like, do they hang out somewhere that I could maybe?
What do you
locate
mean?
them?
The slavers? You mean the lords? Where they all live?
The
Where they
lords.
hang out? Well, yeah, they're in the processing center on the south side of town. We know where it's
Okay.
at.
Yes.
We take slaves
Okay.
sometimes to them, but it's hard to get to. You not been there before?
No.
Yeah, you would know then, but you would have to have reason to go there. They just not let you go there. You got several. Basically, he's basically describing several checkpoints have to go through before you get anywhere in their building. But we know where it's at. We know what they're doing there.
Is there a back entrance type way?
It's a
Maybe?
It's a old temple that they've got that they kind of fixed up. But there's no. I don't think there's a back door to it. I only know the doors that it has a couple of entrances and then the big gate area.
Well, no, I mean, is there like a back way around that you?
Oh, you could. Oh, yeah. So
sneak in?
he kind of draws. So he gets on the ground there on a map. He doesn't show you where it's at, but he kind of draws a little section like a building. It's a little kind of a squarish, building on. And he said most of it around the sides of it are all been pulled down, so they can, so no one sneak up on them. And their orc patrols guard the whole area around it. But there's other buildings close by that you can see things. You can, watch.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you and I, or maybe some of your friends, take a little go look see there, and
Very
and I
dangerous. You have to do our tested first before we take you there, because
I
it
kinda
only way to
think
get there is to
that-
go through several ruins, and lots of other monsters and things live in the ruins. And if you don't pay attention, you get eaten.
So you're telling me that I'm supposed to kill someone and assume that you're going to keep your word and show me this area?
I'm a goblin. Why wouldn't I keep my word? He kind of laughs, hideously.
I tell you what, I would like to go meet back up with my friends, and I will talk it over with them. And
You stay
if
here
they
the night
are
with us first.
cool with helping me with your task, then you will help us with ours.
You say you we need to know you're gonna know. I don't know if I like that. Now they're in the start. Who said you just go away? We make agreement now or no agreement.
Fine, I'll do what you want, but I'm not spending the night here because I don't sleep unless I'm with one of my friends.
Oh
sleep
nope!
alone.
You
That's
got to
our
stay here with
rule.
us tonight.
Ain't happening, buddy.
It's you would. He points to the guards and they all come up behind you. You will stay with us tonight. You will sleep here with me, and then we take you back. He basically he points to another bed over there. And
Don't let him get fresh with you, Moss.
so
Like a
Goblin.
goblin.
you
making
sleep here tonight
assumptions.
with us, and we take you back. You can't walk around, can't be in the city. Well, I would not walk. You know better walk this city at night. It's dangerous.
No more dangerous than being in a camp full of goblins that I don't know.
Well, you're there.
I don't like this stuff.
Too bad.
Is
You stuck with us tonight.
shit. Okay, hold on. I'm working
Yeah,
on a Moss idea here.
Boom, chicka, wow, wow, goblin love. No, and they're not interested
Yeah.
in that. He's not
No,
interested.
no,
He has
no,
no
no,
interest
no.
in that. He's just basically, he's not going to let you disappear in the night, and you would know better also, as it's getting later now, and he's got, you're striking up a deal with him. He goes,
Sure.
I show you partial way. And then you take care of deal, and we show you rest away.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Okay. More herring then. Yay. And they
Is
said
there
more
a-
grog. Some
Is
grog
there
to
like a
drink.
set of runes or something that I could kind of, I don't know, get on top of and try
Hmm.
and not sleep where there's goblins nearby?
Well, they're gonna they're making you sleep on one of the cots right here in the middle area where the rest of them. Yeah.
I don't
One of
like
them's kind of
this.
pissed because it was his bed and it looks like it's kind of brand new, and he glowers at Gibbernose, and Gibbernose, basically gives him the goblin finger and says,
The goblin finger.
yeah. And so you're sleeping in his bed tonight.
Duff, I need to know what that gesture is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Nope. Well, they're on.
It's a this, I think, right? It's
Okay.
just a nice, friendly thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
We hold there as Maslani ponders her, oh crap maneuver. I'm stuck with a bunch of goblins. Okay, Vix,
I love it.
you have.
Hi.
We roll back the time. You have got this stone in your hand. You have got all these questions. You are basically wrapped up helping somewhat of the day of the with Sister Suriel, of kind of doing the best that you can. You lost a few more patients. You lost track of Moss. You got this lovely purple stone. What are we doing?
So what time of the day is it?
So we're gonna say, with you getting done and all that, it was definitely late afternoon. So the
Yeah, I'm gonna-
hours wore on for you.
I'm going to try to. First, I'm gonna just kind of like stand there and kind of go in a circle, like kind of twist around and kind of try to find where Moss is. So I'm just gonna stand in a circle, message in one direction, see if it hits her, turn a little bit, message in another, keep turning, be like, "Hey Moss, hey Moss."
How far is the
Moss, are you there?
message?
Hello?
How far does it travel?
I think it's like 120 feet or something.
Yeah, you're getting busy signals. You're getting no.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're getting nothing.
I figured.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna reason with myself. Be like, she usually gets into trouble, but like she's always made it out so far. So I think she'll be fine on her own.
Fingers
She's gonna be
crossed.
great on her own.
She's gonna be great on her
Oh
own.
yeah, because I'm great at talking to people.
She's had
and all
baby
that, yeah.
gelatinous cubes. Now we're gonna have baby goblins all of a sudden.
Oh
okay.
come on, Duff.
No, not gonna happen. I'm just teasing. No,
Thank you.
nothing like that.
I'm gonna start making my way back to the
Downtown.
Making my way.
making my way to where we were staying with like Mikalo and all them. And
Okay.
Vaughn.
So I'm going to, as you're making your way west, north, south, yeah, make sure I'm handing my map. You do remember though is that you were told that as you're walking Sus Road and you come through this orcish area that there was a temple, an Earth Dragon temple.
Yes.
So and it looks fairly in ruins. You can see it once you know where to look and all that, and it's not in bad shape. It's definitely better shape than the ruin that you just saw.
Does it appear if there's like people around meandering
There's a few
around, or does
there's
it
a
look-
few orcs moving around, but there looks like most of they're still dealing with cleanup, whatever. They're just dragging bodies around. But you have begun to notice, and I'll even say that Isra and Janet would notice this too, kind of moving around, that they're definitely the city's skittish for what's going on. And Mosh, you may have seen it going with your way toward the Goblin Camp, that there's definitely groups making more bonfires. You can kind of see them prepping areas now, because they didn't have a lot beforehand, but okay, based on what happened, they're getting things ready if it happens again tonight. So, and that's what most look like, but you don't see really any much of activity happening around the temple area. No.
I want to like mark down on the map I have, just like where the temple's located, so
Yeah,
if we could
Yeah. It's there at 8. Yeah.
come here at a
yeah.
separate time when I'm not alone.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm gonna still make my way back to the little I guess it's like the refugee camp or whatever.
Well, you
is what we're
you know
calling
that
it.
you're gonna have to make your way all the way back over to 1. You kind of know where to go, and you take some time because as you move through that area, make me
As I'm
perception.
going through,
Go-
I'm gonna be like kind of on the lookout. As
Yeah,
well.
make me perception check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
What disadvantage?
As a 1 or 2.
Feels bad. Feels bad.
So, so she can use inspiration if she wants.
All right.
There's a lot going on. So y'all were okay. So all she had to do was beat a 10, get a 10 or higher.
10.
Okay, and she did. You will actually move through the action, and then as you're moving past, all of a sudden it'll have gone by you, but you didn't notice. But then you would have heard Jana and Isra's voice.
Isra.
Yeah, Isra. Sorry, big words. You know, and Jana making some smart ass comment about something.
Never.
The
And
sound of Isra backhanding her.
You would never.
yeah,
She
and they're
has to
headed.
be real mad, but
They're
might.
headed east on the Sus Road, and you pass by them, and all of a sudden, you know, just out of the corner, you know, consciousness, you heard Jana's grating voice.
I roll.
I saw Isra's hair, and I was like, oh.
You felt her ire, Isra's ire.
Once I see them, I'm gonna kind of not fall into step next to them, but kind of behind them, just to see if they notice me as I'm kind of following after them.
Is this, as I noticed the goblins following us, would that perception have also picked up on Vic?
No, this was
Or
so she's gonna. You've already no. You noticed them fairly quickly after y'all started leaving the area. That
Okay.
a few of those broke off and have been trailing you for a while now. And so you can make me a perception check at disadvantage too, because your perception is more focused on the goblins than it is anything else.
Jana, have you shared that we're being followed
Can
with
I-
Isra?
I don't know.
No?
No, I have not shared.
That would be a good thing to
I was.
share.
I thought about it. I had a little plan, but no, we're not. We haven't gotten that far yet.
Well, now you're gonna
I-
spot Vix. After a
Yeah.
while, she's tailing you also.
I'm not like trying to be like sneaky, but
yeah,
I just
don't
wanted
think
I
she's-
wanted
yeah.
to see how long it would take them to notice.
I'm gonna just like turn on my heels. I might startle Isra with how I'm just gonna, for no reason, turn on my heels and send the owl out to Vix. Just like
Okay.
Is this the
Thank
physical
you.
owl?
Okay.
this is my familiar, yeah.
Yeah, this is your okay. So
I'm not trying to
the-
scare you. I'm just.
But this
saying.
owl's flying above people's heads and all that, and you're shooting it right across. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I was.
They
I was
were
hope-
just
Trying to just
attacked
hold
by,
them up.
She's
by
about
small
to. He's
flying
about to.
creatures.
No, so this owl's
gonna kill
flying
my
in the air, and
family.
all of a sudden, contingent of orcs, other start screaming that this thing is flying in the air, and crossbow bolts and arrows now start flying in the air and begin to try to shoot and take out the familiar. Because what do
How
I
many hit
do?
points do you
I
have?
like to kill familiars. Okay, and
No.
Do we know
Who's
how many hit
lost about
points
it?
does it have?
only a couple. So
That's
you
exciting.
just heard screams come out because you have a flying beast as they're dealing with flying individuals, and
It's not a beast. I'm just saying.
your familiar has now become a pincushion, and
Ah,
poofs.
somewhere a pink
Yeah.
tiefling.
It just disappears into a
feels that.
Yeah,
green glowing feather pile.
poof.
Also Duff.
Oh.
Feathers just
Now I
kind of.
have to. Now we're gonna have Duff. Now we're gonna have to do this all over again. You realize what you've done. It's fine. It's fine.
Shannon, did you mean
I won't
to
hear.
do
I'll be
that?
hearing about this all week from her now, folks. In
Oh,
Discord.
it's gonna be. Oh,
Oh my
Duff,
God.
listen, I've
Oh
got
my God.
something cooked
Yeah.
up. I'm so
Unbeknownst
excited.
to you, it has already started.
Yeah, it has.
It's fair. It's fair. I've got a plan.
And here
I've
come
got-
all her
okay.
viewers. Yeah.
So
So we hate Duff
Um,
Club.
The Malixes.
so
The Malixes march. Okay.
yeah,
Oh.
something like that. They'll figure it. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, we got a raid.
Hey.
What's up, Lord Gasumba? Hopefully you brought over all your.
Gasumba!
Yep, we were watching. They were doing their charity event for St. Jude's again tonight. He had the Mr. Gygax, Mr. Bowman. They had several. Miss Anna was over there. Stella Luna. I know there was a couple more people. I always forget the names. I apologize. Yep. Raid, good to see you. As always. So, yes.
I have an idea.
Lord
I have a-
Gasumba should tell us in chat about tomorrow's show on the Lord
Yeah, what's
Gasumba
tomorrow's
channel,
show, Jay?
Which you know somebody here may or may not be participating
Yeah.
in.
Uh-oh.
And by that I mean I
Another
am.
8,000 tonight. Nicely done. Yep.
Woohoo!
Thanks for the follow, Arvos. Oh, and
For the
Zerathon
children.
pimping out
Guys.
the 1,500
For the
bits. So that's
children.
what's the 1,500 for? Is
Oh,
that
Zerathon, thank you.
Potion.
Ah.
Potion of
greater
healing?
or
Yeah.
superior healing?
yes, I'll look it up in a second. So we'll get that for Josh. Thank y'all very much for the
Thank you,
follow. We are doing a little
Zerathon.
Greyhawk over here. We're not certain how well we're keeping close to scripture, but we try. Okay. So
Oh, it's up to me. What the
yeah,
points are
so
for?
Moss,
I
you're
do
over there with the goblins.
Oh, Duff. No, I
my
have an
God.
idea.
Oh
I
God.
have the idea of all ideas.
Oh God.
So we're all in that area, like trying to sleep, right?
No, you well, yeah. You told me, yeah. You're gonna be, yeah. It's not sleeping yet. Y'all are having food still. You're
Okay,
pickled
I
herring and
just had an
grog and
idea.
all that. Okay.
I just had
We're-
an idea.
Are you making us come back to you? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, this is good. It might be great, maybe. So I'm gonna look over at Gold Earring, whatever his name is, since he hasn't
Glibbernose.
told me. He's never told me that.
No, he's not. He says he's called him
Goblin.
Goblin Boss. Yeah,
Goblin Boss.
Boss
I look at him
Goblin.
and I'm like, in my most charismatic possible way, I look at him and I say, you know what? Those slavers have enslaved your people, haven't they?
Some, not my
Some.
clan. We smart, but other
Not
clans,
your clan,
yes.
but your people. They've enslaved my people. They've enslaved your people.
That's what slavers
There's
do.
a lot more of us than there are of them. We should take them over. We can take them
Are
out.
you
I'm about to
This
the
is-
start a
ending
war.
of the movie Bugs?
Uh,
Bug's
Starting a
life.
revolution here. So we could. There's a lot of us. I have some really smart people in my group. You have numbers. Us together, we could take them down.
we don't have enough. We don't have enough to beat the orcs.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about the slavers, not the orcs.
Orcs work for them. You know that, and you know this too. The orcs are their muscle.
I think there's enough of you that we could easily.
That's
make a
funny.
dent
You
in
had
that.
too much drink. You no drink no more. You funny. Maybe you drink some water now. You need to mix it up a
Yeah,
little.
Water. Yeah, no.
This
I'm
orc grog
literally
is too
trying
much
to
for
convince
you.
this guy. Is there something I could do or
He
roll?
won't.
Or
I will let you
something?
know that he won't buy it.
He won't
No,
buy it.
He won't
Damn.
buy it. So
I want
not
to
in
start
this
an
city.
all-out war.
I'm not saying you can't keep it working and all that, but at the moment, I will let you that you haven't got. I will say that they're they're laughing at you right now that you would even suggest that. It's not even a thought that had ever crossed their head that they would start a war with the slave lords and the content that who runs this city. There are
Yeah, I mean-
the percentage of orcs to everything in house there's 10-1 easily that you've seen.
10 orcs to every one.
Everything else. The orcs rule this city. At least of what y'all have seen so far. So, I have no idea where the slavers are at. So,
They know where the slavers are at, though.
he said that.
But-
we know lots of things.
But if we follow this thought. And I'm going to play this off
What
as
is
I'm
thought?
I'm going to play this off as I was totally wasted if they think I'm a complete lunatic. So,
Oh, they
and
do.
yeah, right, exactly. So here's the other thought process there is if we go to where you're supposed to show me and we take out the slave lords, then we're the boss of the orcs. They'd be working for us. And then you guys could run this town however you want, and we will go on our merry way with whatever treasure they had. I just broke Duff.
I'm acting like the goblin. The goblin's looking at you on. You should go to bed now. You drink too much. So you're trying your best. I love the thought process here. But he has only machinations for you to kill one person. He has no wants or desires. You can I'll even give you the insight checks that he would ever cross the slave lords. They are not suicidal. You have it because and honestly you're not even you don't even know the depth of what they do here. You've only seen what's seen, and he's giving you that there ain't no way that a goblin clan or even some of the goblin clans here would even come the thought on that. So
Poops.
Letting you know.
Okay, I'm gonna
but
play
keep
off
working
like
it.
I was.
Keep working it. So
You
not
think?
saying it's not a possibility, but you need more info.
Okay. Then I'm gonna play it off that I'm super wasted and stumble to my bed and pass out, but I'm gonna be wide awake because I don't trust a bunch of.
Yeah, well, you got two
Goblins.
guards. They position you and they move their cots around there, and they are, basically guarding, watching you, and they position themselves around Glibbernose too. And yeah.
If I'm gonna sleep, I'm sleeping with a knife in each
Yeah,
hand or a dagger or something.
They don't take your weapons from you, which you were
Fair.
kind of surprised. Okay. But they don't try to make a move on you at all or do anything like that. So, but they definitely shift out guards overnight. And, you can hear, well, you don't know what happens at night. So basically you'll find out. Okay. So, back to Jana, Vix, and Isra, who are making their way, Vix was trying to make her way back to the hideout when you ran across Jana and Isra having words with each other.
Yeah, and then I see Jana's owl get shot from the sky.
Yeah, pincushioned.
Like,
That's his new name now, pincushion.
That's
The
rough.
owl doesn't have a name currently, so that could work.
Now.
Janet, we need to not draw attention to ourselves.
Alright, so
Okay,
you look back
as,
and Vix is just
wait.
waving.
As Isra says that, Jana is going to shout, "Hey, Vix, over here!"
I'm going to turn around and walk away.
As you hear this scream, okay, all right.
As
So
Isra looks towards Vix, does she see any of those goblins?
you can make me a
Oh, the ones
perception
that are
check at
trailing us.
disadvantage.
Thank you. Thank you, magnificent DM, for letting me have a chance.
That's right, folks.
Perception.
Negative.
Oh!
Negative.
That's
You're
rough.
flustered with Jana.
That's
You
fair.
you wanted your own familiar, so
I just have a second
its name
thought.
is Jana.
Hi. She also dies very easily. Remember, she only has
Just
3
like her
hit points.
familiars.
Uh-huh.
Which is why
Um,
Isra would let you go by yourself.
So Vix just is like, nope, and turns around and leaves. Right?
I'm gonna like kind of. Is there like a crowd? Is there like a lot of people in the street?
It's
There's
pretty
enough
crowded,
there, but
yeah.
it's so you're
Yeah,
noticing
so-
also it's becoming later in the evening, so it's getting late afternoon, early. So people are starting to thin out. That they're working the bonfires. They're at least getting stuff set. You see, people trying to batten down, as best they can, piling up things. They don't know if it's going to happen again or not, and so there's more focus on that on what y'all are doing right now.
Yeah,
Then
I'm gonna kind of once Jana yells at me, I'm gonna kind of turn on my heel and kind of loop around the street so that I can do a little U-turn in the street, so I'm not directly in their line of sight again.
You can
Just 'cause
aside.
I don't want attention to be drawn to me
Mhm.
specifically.
Give me a stealth
trying
roll. Give me a stealth roll on the
keep up.
towers. You jump off.
Ugh.
Yep,
That's what inspiration's for.
that's right. You
Fair.
rolled a 20.
Woo!
You want to use inspiration for that?
Nah.
Okay.
Huh.
So you blend in the shadows. You will also pick up, you're blending and all that. You see goblins trying to be inconspicuous, but they are following
Us.
Jana and Izra.
Yeah, once I'm gonna
You're-
kind of blend back into the crowd, and then I'm gonna make my way so I'm like kind of parallel with
Mhm.
Izra and Jana as they're walking, and then I'm gonna kind of slowly kind of join up and meet up with them. I'm gonna go up next to Izra and be like, "You know you're being followed, right?"
Izra does not
Jana's
turn
gonna be like,
around.
yeah. Jana's like, obviously we're being followed.
You say that out
Jana-
loud.
Jana,
Some
Jana's
gobos,
just dying to
some
get
gobbo boys.
killed.
goddess bless it. When you have information like that in the future, it would be helpful if you would share. Remember how we were talking about, secrets get people killed, secrets get friends killed? You need to share information. I would prefer not to die.
Jana's going to sidestep that and ask Vix where she's been and if her solo mission. Or wait, did you leave by yourself? You left with Moss, right?
I left with Moss, yeah.
Jana's going to try to direct the attention and be like, where's Moss?
Starting a revolution.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know, right?
To be honest, I'm not quite sure, but like she always gets up to things anyway, and she's been fine so far. So I'm assuming she'll make her way back to us when she's done doing whatever it is that Moss does in her downtime.
Mandy.
Speaking
Make
of
me-
making your way back
Huh?
to us,
What?
when
Huh?
is,
Yeah,
Oh,
when
wait,
is
Mandy.
Ren supposed to get back?
Yeah,
Jana?
Mandy, I need what roles did we roll last time for you for
Yes.
your combat training?
Oh, we
What
were
were we rolling?
rolling strength checks, I believe.
Just roll me 3 in the tower, please.
As you wish. Saves or ability checks.
Just plain up checks.
Okay. 3.
Yep.
There's 1.
Ooh, nice roll.
There's 2.
Not bad.
And 1, 2, 3.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, all good rolls there. So you're being you
Of course they're good.
you're really okay.
It's Ren.
It's Ren.
It's Ren.
So as we talked about, is you're being your training and given access to lots of booze, and you've been living the life down in the underground
Yeah,
area.
I'm not sure I want to go back to the party. I'm pretty
Yeah.
happy here,
Yeah.
actually.
And your trainer ends up and is very pleased with you and tells you that is no more training for you. Relax, and we kind of get you prepped. You are going to a special event being held tomorrow night for special guests coming and bring his own fighters with him, and you will represent Highport. You will represent us. You must win, but it won't be easy because you will.
Are you sure?
He tells you, you will be fighting the Winterguard brothers. There will be 2 to 1, and they are deathly demon dwarves. You must prep, be ready. And this will be another fisticuff deal with with god dang it, I forgot the damn excuse my French, sorry. The cestus. The cestus, hand, but there was cestus. Basically it's a wrapping.
yeah, the cloth,
Okay.
those cloth
Well,
things.
not like that. I'm gonna get that one. That I've been trying to find some way to recap. This cestus basically is just a wrapping around the hand, but it has a metal plating, or it could have spikes.
You can make up a weapon.
Yeah, but they're
Okay.
basically giving you. Basically, it's
So
hard
is
leather.
Is it like brass knuckles but with claws? Kind of
Not
deal?
this one. They're just giving you. It's just to protect your. It's more of a hands, and it does actually because it's an item I'm going to be giving you in there. But you're being given to it's they basically have some simple metal spikes in the wrapped up underneath the leather and all that. So it's kind of like brass knuckles, but there is covering all the way around the fist and all that. So but you're being trained that you can use both. You'll be able to swing with both hands, full on, no penalties, anything like that. But you're being
Okay.
trained with those, and it's a big event, and you are going to be the headline for
Oh.
this event. And there's going to be plenty of fights, but you're like on the title card against the Windegaard brothers. And so it's 2-1, and they are just as ferocious and barbarian as you. Just so be ready.
I don't
and
know about that, but
so
we'll see. We shall
But-
see.
they, but yeah, so that's, you're hearing and people are, giving you the claps, and you have noticed,
the clap,
couple of
what?
your fights,
Wait, giving me the what? Excuse?
slap on the back, clap on the back, claps,
Okay,
high
all right.
five. Sorry, not the clap.
not
Sorry.
back,
Not
God,
okay.
y'all's mind are in the
Hey.
gutters tonight. Damn, girls. Not giving you
Tonight?
the
You're
clap.
the one-
Really?
You're the one who's saying weird shit,
Yeah.
Duff. Okay.
Sorry, I'm completing my words there. You're not getting
a
the
pat on the
clap.
back, not a clap.
I'm gonna
Clap
buy
on
you
the
a
backs.
thesaurus for Christmas, Duff.
So good.
Okay. Golly. And it's a couple of the fights that you've done, and not in the pit area. There's another one. There's kind of a training, and it's kind of it's not the full grown, full blown fighting pit that you're at. This was kind of more of a not a training, but the special Casbar's kind of come in there and watch some, because he's going to be fronting the money for you, and he's and he's kind of watched a few
Oh.
sessions, and there's been a few other people and
Wait,
other
Caspar is doing that, or somebody
yeah,
else is?
Caspar is fronting you. You hear that he's come
Okay.
to so Caspar comes and chats with you. I know you probably were wanting to have this chat with him. So yeah, Caspar comes and delivers this message to you, is that your training has been impressed, and he tells you that yes, special guests come tomorrow night, and he has a little bit of drip disdain in his voice when he says this, and he goes and he will bring us.
You want I should help with this company?
Well, your job to help will be to obliterate his champions.
Okay, no problem.
Obliterate his champions and make me look like a king, and you can return to your owner.
I can do that.
Well,
How bloody do you want it to be?
bloody enough. But you'll have to wait, because it'll be a thumbs up or a thumbs down decision between the two of us.
So
And-
it is not to the death, or is it? Do I have to hold
It's
back for this?
not supposed to be, but accidents happen in the arena.
Ah,
You know this. I
okay.
know this.
we can
but-
arrange something.
But
I
it
think-
won't be easy. Trust me.
Nothing
your-
is ever easy.
Because your DM's
but-
not going to make it easy. So,
I mean, you didn't make that ogre fight easy either, Duff.
yeah, he has some tricks up my sleeve. But yes, but he's going to tell you that make me look good in front of this fool, and you can earn your freedom.
I could do
You will
that.
have done your job for me. And he turns around and walks off. And you go back to training, and you have been hearing, Ren. You hear it in the
Yeah,
cells,
that's
okay, and you hear it in a couple of fights, Ren. You've been, yeah. So there you go. But your training is doing you well.
I like it here. I think I might stay a little longer. Because when you think about it, she could have easily tried to break the hell out and kill everybody that got in her way. Like she's staying here because she wants to be here.
You possibly, but you also would have run up against some, just not only fighters in here, but you,
yeah.
So and you don't even know where the hell you're at.
Here and
There's all sorts of individuals, and you've got magical. You even feel the gates have got some magic on them that we're not going to let you just disappear. So
would I even have insight into something like that? I
you've
wouldn't
got
be able to. I have no Arcana skills whatsoever.
no, but I
Ren
would
doesn't
say
even
that
really
I
like
will.
magic that much.
They don't even, but they're not trying to hide it. because you've got a
Okay,
sense
so
that
it's
there's
like glowy, obvious kind of
you just
shit.
could tell, and they,
Okay.
or you see some of them, they maybe have something they wave, and he did, or he didn't
Spent enough
touch the
time around
gate.
Jana and Vix
Yeah.
at this point. I think I get it.
There's a bit of overconfidence that you're also seeing with a little bit of this, and so they would not even thought that you would even try something like that. But they do have these protections in place. Okay, so. But that being said, we're back to the Three Stooges. I'm sorry. I meant Jana, Izra, and Vix. Do we need to take a break? How are we doing on pee time? Do we need to take our intermission, or are we going to sojourn through, ladies?
Let's all go
I'm
to
fine.
the lobby.
I was
I'm
gonna say,
good.
I was all right.
I already
yeah.
went.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm totally
We all
fine.
have different
we're
turns,
kind
which
of
is
able
good.
to like take turns and stuff.
Is that what
Yeah.
y'all are doing? Is y'all are waving in? Oh, okay.
Split up.
How about you,
Okay.
Jeff? You specifically.
I'm
Sign
good.
language.
No.
You
No.
good? Okay.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't got the clap. Okay. So,
Well, right.
all right.
Great.
Okay. Just so you know.
And scene.
Back to y'all three. What are y'all doing? Y'all are moving east. It's starting to get toward the end of the
So
night.
I had asked Vix where Moss was, and then I believe Izra was saying,
Yeah.
So
I don't.
when is Ren supposed to be done with whatever she's working on?
I am gonna take a page out of the Duff handbook and roll off screen because I am neutral. That's good. Okay. I like that tip you gave me, Duff. Duff was
Mhm.
like, neutral, just roll off screen. Okay, so I
Let the dice
am
decide.
going to, yeah, the dice have just, that's fine. So I am going to turn to Izra in the most like sincere way. My eyes are like crystal blue, very like sweet Jana. And I'm going to say, Izra, listen to me. I promise you that Ren is fine. Okay, she's not in any sort of danger, right? She's a big girl. She can take care of herself. Moss, on the other hand, she's a little squishier. I'm kind of worried about that one. Okay, I promise when Ren is done doing what she needs to do, she'll come find us. Can I roll persuasion? Because I'm not lying.
I'm
about
getting the
it.
hell out of
Is that
y'all's way.
okay?
Y'all are
I-
persuading and deceiving each other all night long.
That's all
So
right,
why
I
stop
know.
now? Okay. So
I wasn't asking if
me
she's
actually-
okay. I just want to know when she's gonna get back.
apparently Jen is
I-
dancing around the
should I-
question.
Should I be asking if she's gonna be okay?
N-
Jana?
Wait, what did you asked when Ren was going to be back. Is that what you said? Well, and I'm telling you not to worry about it. Right, and I'm
Ooh.
essentially saying she'll be back when she's done with her task, but she's fine and you need to stop worrying about it. Cuz Jana is worried
wasn't-
about Moss now.
I wasn't worried about it until you just answered my question that way, and now I'm maybe feeling a little concerned. Vix, how are you feeling?
I mean, I'm a little like I fully believe that Ren is fine. However,
She's totally capable, but I
however, what
don't.
she
task
visit
are you
Ren?
talking
I
about?
feel like you wouldn't be
what
asking
task?
me all these questions if you weren't
You said
worried, Azra. I
task.
was just trying to.
You said task.
Yeah,
What task?
I told you guys she was out making some money. This is what I
See,
told them when they
it's-
came back.
It's the making money part that's a little weird for me because, we're supposed to be, taking care of the slavers and looking for the freaking earth cultists. And
Earth cultists. Oh,
So
take out my
sorry.
little map.
Oh.
I take out my little map that Heiser fucking drew for me. I want to point out on the map where I found the little temple.
Izra adds it to the original map.
Be like, yeah. I've been
Okay,
scouting.
awesome. Now we really need Ren because this is like one
Yeah.
of her main missions. And
Right,
I
also
have promised
we need
yeah,
to-
you do. Coo.
We need to
Good
get
call.
off the streets. It's getting dark out.
Thanks,
right,
Death.
are we
Okay.
gonna leave? Are we gonna
Um,
leave Moss by herself in the dark?
Moss?
Because you're
knows
not
to
worried
stay
about
off the
Ren, but
streets at
I'm
night.
worried about Moss.
I'm not worried about Moss.
I'm worried
I think
about
she'll be
Moss.
fine.
What do you think, Isra?
Um,
You want to leave Moss?
I want to leave Moss, but no. But based on the time of day it is, we do need to find somewhere to get inside.
Yep.
And I'd really like to take one of these goblins with us and just have a quick little chat with them. So how are we going to do that, ladies?
You
Who's
want
gonna
me
go?
to kidnap a goblin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's-
I don't have a plan.
I'm not super stealthy. I can be super obvious and
fine.
work as bait.
What do you think, Vix? You want to take one of these goblins?
Vix, Jana has
Um,
a task that I completely support. She is working for the good of the common people, and I really want to encourage this behavior. So we kind of need a
See-
goblin.
You actually.
Biggie Paw, I stay
Oh,
out of the way
honey.
on this. I stay out of the way.
Oh,
Oh.
Isra. You sweet, sweet summer child. All right, I'll help with the task.
So,
Let's head out. Is there like any alleyways or anything nearby that
That's
are
what
like?
I was looking
Well,
for.
like I said, yeah, no. So you can go anywhere off of the main roads on the map, and you're into, like I said, the map I showed y'all on Discord chat. You know, there are going to be other smaller pathways or roads that go through what would have been, you know, neighborhood intersections and things like that. So yes, there are plenty ways that, you know, you need to
Yeah.
get off the road though a little bit to move
Yeah, I'd
into
like
some
to
of the ruin
kind of like
areas.
move through some of the just places where like it looks like not a lot of people are like moving through, so it's kind of more secluded.
So,
um,
so where
I
on our
struggle-
Highport map are y'all wanting to be and to do this? Y'all were headed
we were
basic
headed east.
east, and y'all were getting close to the X section where the Earth Cult Temple was at.
Mhm.
Do you want to keep moving
Um,
toward the human area or the open
Yeah, I would
fields
say
area?
stay closer. I would say stay closer to the human area. That seems to be a
Agreed.
safer bet.
Yeah.
Now
That means
remember,
we're
it's
gonna-
more. So once you get toward that area, it is definitely, it's not as ruined. You know, it is not as dilapidated, and you've definitely
Which
got
would
more
kinda be-
patrols.
It would be a bit better though as well because I would assume more buildings are standing.
hmm
So there's
Well-
kind of more like little alleyways and nooks and crannies.
You knew there was going to be an issue with that because as soon as y'all move toward that, the goblins they start to fall behind a little bit. They're not following you into the human area.
If Aisha notices this, she will stop and start going through her bag like she's searching for her keys and can't find them. Where did I put that? Where
Ooh.
is the candy? And she
Do we
she
have to
sits
turn
down on the
around?
ground and starts pulling things out.
Did you forget
they
something? Should we turn back?
They stop. Yeah. Watching y'all. They're staying in the orcish area.
Are we picking up that Eyes was just pulling a ruse?
I would assume
Um,
so.
Okay.
So, like I
Um,
said, she whispers as she's pulling stuff out of her bag.
Mhm.
I am not good at sneaking up on people, so one of y'all go fetch a goblin.
All
Yeah,
right,
how
I'm
do
gonna
you
go.
think
I'm
to do
gonna
that,
break
Isra?
off. I'm gonna break off from
I don't know.
the pair of them,
I'll go
and
the
I'm
opposite
going to
way.
kind of head back into like the orcish territory to see if there's any alleyways that.
There are. You'll find some easily.
I'm gonna head down one of the alleyways, and can I see if one of the like a goblin or two follows after me?
Oh, they split
I-
up.
I was
Aisha
gonna say, I
puts
went
all
the
the
other
stuff
way,
back
yeah.
in her bag and stays on the main road and starts walking back like she's looking for something.
It's fine. I got
I
no
really want to get
problem
their
with that.
attention.
Well, you got it. So, well, y'all are split again. So
Yeah.
there were two of them. One basically
thought you said
tries
three.
to. Did I say three? Okay.
I think you said 3. Yeah.
So then there's two watching y'all, and one basically disappears somewhere because Vix disappeared back to an alleyway and all that.
Okay,
Isra
so he follows after
will-
me.
One is following after you. Yes.
I'm gonna cast
Aisha
as soon as
will-
I know there's no one around. I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Yes.
Nice.
Isra will trip and scatter like 10 gold on the ground, kind of towards where the goblins are, but not like she's
Out
not
in the
throwing it
open?
at them. Yeah,
Well, there's other people around. You're not only by yourselves.
Yeah.
Just so you
yeah,
know.
but there's less people now, right? Because they're trying to get inside.
They're
There's
slowly
still
making
people
their
there, yeah.
way. Yeah. You're gonna do this in the public though. If you're saying that, then you might get attention of other people's attention. I'm just letting you know, possibility, because you're not alone on the main street. The Seth Street
Do
is
I
one of the
see
major
any of the-
thoroughfares.
Before I do it, do I see yellow sashes anywhere?
Oh.
Back toward the orc area, the human area, no.
But there are some.
Yes,
Then I won't
you've
do it. Never mind.
always seen some. There have never been a time where you've not seen any walking around.
Mer.
So, Vix,
Oh.
you
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
while y'all are doing your thing, yeah, you basically back into a alleyway area, and you know this thing, he kind of bumbles and stumbles, and once you get a good eye on him, he pops around a corner, and you must try to throw a save on goblin number 16 is in the tracker. So cast your spell, please. He saves. You want to use inspiration on that? There you go. So, all right. So all of a sudden he's getting ready to yell.
Nice.
You got a goblin
Gonna
sitting there.
kind of walk up to him and be like, "Hey, buddy, you want to come with me for a little bit?"
Nice.
And
You got a minute.
I got a minute. I'm gonna cast message and kind of direct Jana and Isra to where I
Okay.
looped into the alleyway. Be like,
Yeah.
you need to get here quick. And
How
then
far
I'm
is-
gonna
how far away
I'm
is
gonna
she?
tie up the dude.
Shit, she's only, she's not just a few blocks away from you. Yeah. So she's, make your way quickly.
Like we can get, like I can get there before the spell is down.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm tying him up and I'm gagging him anyway.
Okay. All right.
perfect.
Okay.
I'm gonna just leave eyes. Like if she's still making a scene, I'm leaving eyes, or I'm slipping out.
Well, Isra
I
got
feel
the
like I
message
would've-
too, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, that's fine. Isra,
Yeah.
Jana's leaving you.
I
But-
will wait until Jana gets down the right alleyway and is out of sight. And then I will try to sleight of hand. And now I will throw the gold. And then try to disappear in chaos.
Oh boy.
I don't
Well,
have
now-
any inspiration points.
So you're
So
throwing the
this is gonna
gold
be
all of a sudden
terrible.
just out into the open
I have
area
inspiration if there's a
And-
dire
Yeah,
issue.
same.
and
I
you
will happily
to
give
try
it
to
you.
cause chaos to blend in. Or tell me what you're trying to
So-
accomplish. So so I can roll that
Isra's
properly.
not stealthy. She
That's
needs
right.
a distraction so that she can get over there.
Okay, perfectly done. You may roll me a deception with advantage.
Okay, awesome. Oh, deception? I'm not bad at deception. I got a plus four.
What am I? I'm a giving DM, right? Isn't that what you said?
Thank
You have killed my
Magnanimous.
owl. So...
16.
I
Anyway.
know you. All of a sudden, you some gold also just kind of flies up in the air and it hits the ground making noise. And a few people are around, and the goblins can't help themselves. They also kind of see this, and there's one that kind of rolls closer to them, and they both go at each other to try to get the
Nice.
piece of the piece of gold that's on the ground. And so all of
It
a
was
sudden you
15
just
gold,
That's-
Duff.
there's-
I want utter chaos.
I'm just saying, but you got the utter chaos because
Yeah.
one of them rolled toward them, and there was only one, and so now they're gonna kill it. They're gonna try to fight over each other to get the one piece of gold that rolled right in front
So
of them.
happy.
Okay, and
So
you
happy
kind of take a
right
step,
now.
and all of a sudden you're in a shadow, and you're in an alleyway. Okay.
I go find Vix
Yeah.
and Jana.
Well, as you step in the alleyway, you run into an orc, kind of coming around the corner from the other direction from you, and you kind of slam into each other, and
Oh.
he, grovel. Wow,
Oh,
Don't
that's my
touch.
fault completely. I'm so sorry. There's
No.
goblins that are fighting over gold out there, and I was just trying to get out of the way.
how dare you touch
I'm
a
so
priest
sorry.
of the Earth cult?
Son of a
Yeesh.
bitch.
And he's got the robes on, and they're not very clean.
Oh, what is
And
Isaac doing?
he's kind of looking at you. You come with me.
Is there anybody else with him?
Not at the moment.
Oh.
Kidnap that motherfucker.
I think that's where she was going with it. Look. We're too far from her to.
You don't know that this is going on.
Right. Okay. No, that's good. That's
I
So
good.
make me
Good, good.
make me an insight check,
Me?
Izra. Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna.
So I
beat the
got
shit out
Izra
of him.
separated, and I need her. You can in a second, but
Okay.
okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
natural
well,
20.
knock that
Woo!
shit out of there. Okay, so
Woo,
you're
good
looking
to
at this
see.
priest, and he ran into you. Some of it is his clothing's in a disarray, and it's kind of filthy. And it's you. If he was a man of his station, or orc of his station, you would think that he would be better, better dressed and all that. Something's not clicking right when you run into him. And you got some gruff of, that he's talking, but you're not buying it. And you see this one of his yellow sashes kind of falls off the ground when you run into him, and he kind of steps on it, but he doesn't pick it up.
The Earth Dragon.
Now you can kill him if you want to, but I'm just letting you know that he said, "You must come with me."
I don't think so.
He just kind of is
You're-
dumbfounded that you would not, that you would say no to him.
Yeah, no. See, I've met Earth cultist priests, and they're a little bit more put together than you. Totally evil,
What do you mean
Totally.
by that?
I mean, look at you. You're dirty. You smell. You just stepped on your robes. What kind of self-respecting
Oh,
priest
he sees
to
that.
the
Yeah,
Earth Dragon
he looks.
is going to
he-
pull that?
God, I hate my job.
And your actual job would be
I hate these robes anyway. And he just kind of shrugs them off a little bit. And he picks. Yeah, he's stepping. He's got mud and gunk on the sash, and he picks it up and he kind of brushes it off, and he tries to wrap it around and all that. And he just goes, God, I wish there was. Bleh. He just said Earth cult crap, and he kind of spits.
Yeah, I know. They're a bunch of assholes. Why would you want to
You're
dress up
preaching
like
to
one
the
of them?
choir because I have to.
I mean, I happen to have a little bit of unfinished business with them. Friendly ear right here.
He goes, I must get back to the temple. Come with me.
Which
You're
temple?
supposed to follow him.
I know that, Duff. I want to know which temple. She's not going to follow without knowing where she's going.
He's basically
There's
headed
text,
toward the
there's
temple.
text on the screen right now that says follow him to the destination.
Yeah, I know.
Your
There's a
map all
little
of a
picture on
sudden,
your
your
arm.
map is like the Harry Potter map for the Marauders, and all of a sudden it
You've
comes
got
with
a new,
it.
you've got a
Follow
new quest
him.
in your journal now,
Yeah,
telling you where to
that's
go.
exactly right. Ding! Trying to get each one of y'all separated to give y'all each a little piece of the puzzle and all that. And boy, now I want to kill him. No, I'm not gonna create a war. Don't touch.
I didn't say kill. I said kidnap.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then
I
keep him
wasn't
alive
gonna-
until Ren comes back. But
Yeah,
Oh.
I wasn't going to kill him. I would have kept him alive.
He basically
I totally
he
would've kept
he
him
just
alive.
you could tell he hates this, and he he didn't even, his gruff at you just kind of fell apart as he sees you and all that who you are, and he just kind of turns off, his shoulders slumped, and he begins to walk back down the alleyway toward the center of the area of. He's basically walking back toward 8. You don't, where basically Vix told you there's a temple at.
sweetie, honey, hold on.
Honey,
Let's talk. And Izra runs up and
Sweetie, honey.
sweetie, honey.
Sorry.
An orc. Uh-huh.
Sounds about
so
right.
so let's talk Earth Dragon priest.
Not-
and,
not in the
like,
street, I
actual
won't.
Ones.
Not in the street, I won't. He basically,
I need to let my friends know that, you know.
he
Headed
goes,
this way.
he just kind of throws his hands up and he just keeps on walking.
Son of a bitch. Fix. She's like whisper shouting, fix.
I don't know if they're near
oh.
you.
I
So
don't know if
Vix,
they're near me
No,
either.
yeah, Vix,
yeah.
Vix is tying up a goblin. Jana stepped into the shadows and began to head toward where you were. Vix, you were kind of giving a message where you were at, right? When that would
Yeah,
happen? Yeah. Okay. And it is now becoming nighttime. The sun is setting. And a couple of fires
Jana
start
knows.
getting lit. You kind of see a few being lit around your area. They'll give you
Am I at
an
Vix?
eerie light.
Yet?
Yeah, well, you come around the corner. You go around a different corner, and there's Vix, tying up a goblin.
Can I hold on a second, let me think. So if I notice that the sun is down,
Said, yes, is gone over the horizon.
setting.
Yep.
Can I just being squishy Jana? I'd like to just prematurely cast Armor of Agathes just because I would like the extra hit points just in case shit hits the fan. Can I do that when I meet up with Vix and just touch myself?
I can't say anything about that because y'all's minds are in a gutter. So you do whatever you need to do. Okay.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. I'm gonna put a spell on myself then, real quick.
You
I'm gonna
can
meet up
boost
with Vix,
yourself.
and I'm
Yeah,
just
you
gonna
can boost
go
your spell.
Boost
Oh,
myself.
So,
that's
Shauna, is
effect.
there a reason that the goblins were following after you and Isra, or
Yeah. I mouthed off to a lot of people today. We need to hurry up and get inside. Like she's
all
like,
right?
let's.
So let's leave him here to the devices of whatever's going to be flying about at night, and let's head to that inn.
So my only worry with that is he might get taken away by the things that are flying at night. So if you really want to kidnap him, we might have to take him now.
Did he have any information you needed?
I have no idea. This was Izra's plan.
Well, then he's useless to us. Let's fucking leave him here and let's
go. All right. Making our
So
way down.
you leave him tied up and you leave him in the
Yeah, I'm tied in an
alleyway.
alley.
Yep.
Okay, because you only got a couple. You don't have much longer
No,
before because he's gonna. Yeah. Oh, you gagged him too. That's
I'm not-
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah, okay.
staying around. No
Okay,
way.
so y'all leave him there, and y'all basically
He could
start to head
die.
back, and y'all then you notice
Yeah.
that Izra's nowhere around.
God, where do they keep going?
So, all right. We have a couple options. And I think we should just hold on, roll the dice off screen. I think we should just save ourselves and get inside.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Y'all, but you notice from where you're at, you're gonna have to make haste, but you're gonna be in the dark for a while because it's a bit of a ways to get all the way back down to the Narwhal Inn if that's where you're going.
That would be the closest spot that we know, right?
That we
Well,
know of,
Jana
right?
knows
The
of
human area is right there.
Oh,
human area, but Jana knows of the Angie Wolf.
Fighting
that?
pits.
Where's that?
I'm
That's number
good with
3.
going back there.
She
So
knows
that's
that the
closer to
pits.
us?
Yeah. If that's closer.
Yeah, where
Right?
y'all are at. Y'all are out, you're in the area 8 close by, and you're going to go just
Yeah.
straight north toward the docks
Perfect.
and to the Angie
Yeah, let's
Wolf.
go there then.
Okay.
So
Well,
I'm
if
gonna,
Jana wants to offer
I'm
that
gonna-
information up.
yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna start. I'd assume I'd come up to Vix and be like, "We gotta go," and she's just gonna be like, "I know a spot over here. Come follow me," and we're just gonna beeline it.
Yeah. Book
Yep.
it.
Yep. You make
Book
it,
it.
you make it that way, and you head toward the docks, and you'll get to the Angie Wolf, which is a little bit better of establishment other than the Narwhal. Not much, but
Yeah.
Balagar's there. You reckon? Do you see him working with some? They're basically cleaning a little bit more. They've got shit. They got people there doing eating, drinking, making mess, and all that. but you see a little bit more. There's more of a contingent of bugbears than you saw last time, Jana. And this time though, they've got some slaves, a few human slaves that are basically scrubbing the shit out of the place, cleaning it, and definitely not trying to hide that something's going on when y'all first walk in.
Right. I'm gonna kind of whisper to Vix. Well, this doesn't quite look how I remember it. Like kind of gesturing to
way?
the fact that they're cleaning it.
Maybe
Let me
they're
think
expecting
about that.
company.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, which is weird. I'm gonna go. So you're saying they're like cleaning the lobby and stuff, or just like making
the front area, and they're cleaning the bar and the seats, and they're wiping things down, and upstairs rooms are getting made,
let me
but
see.
there's something's going on.
I am going to. You said Balagar is here, right?
He's behind the bar.
I am going to go. Ooh. I'm gonna turn to Vix and say, "I know the bartender. Follow me," and just make my way over to the bar
Make him away.
and and sit
Okay,
down. What you rolling there, Duff? What's going on? under
about to
here?
find out.
Oh, okay.
So-
No.
I let the dice decide.
I let the dice decide too. I wasn't gonna talk to him.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He
Also, I don't know
recognizes you though. He sees you walk. He sees as you move toward the bar.
Right, but he shouldn't be. We're in good spirits. from
He
what I
does. He
remember.
just sees you.
Yeah.
He sees
Yeah.
you walking up. You see that he recognizes you when you come
Right.
walking in, and he just he's keeping an eye on you.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't do anything.
That's okay. I don't want to I will let the dice decide again. Okay. That's fair. So if I'll kind of just like nod to him, kind of like non-verbally, and then I kind of want to nod to Vix as well to like let him know that she's with me. Is that something I can do? Just like a she's with me.
He just looked at you.
Didn't acknowledge it.
Yeah. Did he even care? Uh-oh.
Then I will all
Do they
right,
have
I
rooms
think
here?
yeah, I was gonna say Jana's gonna just grab a room.
Nope. You got to negotiate. You got to go chat. He got to go get it from him.
Oh, I wasn't sure if it was him or like the front desk guy.
There's
So
this isn't
I'll-
that big of establishment. No.
That's
This is-
okay. That's fair. I wasn't sure if you're gonna give me different
This-
NPCs to deal
This
with.
ain't the 5-star. Hey, this is a
Mhm.
This is a 0.5. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hey.
All right. So I
Anyway.
will walk up. I will walk up to Balgar. I'll pull my hood down. I'm gonna
Mhm.
smirk a little bit. Wait, let me make sure that I have what I want. Where is it? Oh, I have.
As you're rolling to
one
smirk, and he
left.
kind of goes,
I'm gonna pull out a bottle of fine wine from the bag of holding and pop it open and slide it over to him because I remember he really liked that last time we shared it. And say, looking for 2 rooms. Got any openings?
only for tonight.
Oh, works for me.
Tomorrow we full. You're a slave. Better do her job.
She'll be fine.
Pardon?
I have the
Yeah.
Vix is right here.
Vix is right there. You hear him say, yeah, he yells to Janet, you're a slave, better do her job tomorrow night.
I turn and I look at Jana and I'm like, pardon?
It's just like, do you want a room or not, Vix?
We're having a discussion in private.
That's fine.
Have
Like,
it
she'll just,
somewhere
like-
else. Buy a drink, have it somewhere else. I got work to do.
Does he give us our? Oh,
Yeah,
we
he'll give you,
got
it says
room
when you're ready
rooms?
to go up, I'll give you the keys.
Sweet.
Okay.
That's now.
Let's
Thank
go
you.
up now. We need to have a discussion.
Oh, if
Okay.
anyone, I love this plan. Okay, sorry. All
Hey,
right, up
so
we go.
y'all go up to your rooms. Yes. Hold one moment. Now, Izra, you're following the cleric.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm not gonna let a lead to
Right.
the Earth Temple go. That's like they're evil. I need information, and this
Mhm.
dude is like weird, and I'm not sure what's going on with him. But he threw out Earth dragons, so here I go.
Mm-hmm. Hey, so you you skirt through a couple areas, and yeah, you come up to a temple. And it's, as always, it's seen better days, but it's definitely, you can tell that there's been some rebuilding done to it. It's nothing more than just a simple one-story house, however.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got this large eye painted above the door, but it's been painted there. It doesn't look like it was done very well, haphazardly. And you see looks like you, because make me a religion check at advantage since you're a religious person, would you please?
Absolutely. Nope.
Mm.
Anyone? Anyone?
No.
I'll give Iser, do you want it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeff
yeah.
seems to
I
think
have,
it's
I have
important.
inspiration. I was muted.
Wait,
I was
let
saying,
me-
yes, use my inspiration.
I was gonna say,
I
I
have
feel
plenty
really-
also, but I'm not with her, so
Well,
thought
you can
that
still
had
give her the
you-
I have
inspiration if you're not there.
I have
That's
lots-
that's
I
legal.
have,
Wait.
oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you had to use all of your inspiration on me.
Wait,
the least I could do
I
is
can
give
give
you one.
inspiration or I
But you
can't?
can't.
You
right?
can, if you allowing her, you don't have to
Okay.
be with her to do that. No, I don't think I've ever rolled that
Okay,
way. And if I
yeah.
have, that's wrong. So yes,
I
you can
will
give
If
inspiration.
you want it, if you,
I will accept
Go ahead.
Jana's because
Yes, you may.
Janice
That's-
put you in
that's
this
only fair.
situation. There
I
you
have,
go.
I have so many extra from
Yeah.
I have so many extra from chat from last game.
Oh yeah, you.
So
Like, seriously.
they're getting ready to reset. So even though I haven't used, so people that have given me,
I've been
unfortunately, all the
using mine, but-
disadvantages and all that
Yeah.
other stuff, that won't disappear. We're trying to
Right.
get to a spot. I've got those recorded, and we'll use those accordingly. I don't want people to think that when they were cheering in chat and giving all that stuff, was going to be wasted tonight. I've got it written down, and it will be used appropriately. Just may not happen tonight because we weren't planning on getting to a certain spot in the story, which we will then use some of this stuff.
Hopefully during
Okay.
Ren's Fight Club, because that
So
would be awesome.
that's part of it, yeah. But we'll see. So
That'll be exciting.
you notice as you move into the front of this temple area, and he kind of walks in. There are other other religious emblems and stuff there. They've been gouged out
Okay.
and painted over, basically like the Egyptians did when they were trying to ruin a pharaoh before, and all the iconography. Golly, really,
Iconography.
iconography. Thank
Yeah.
you. They were
welcome.
trying to remove it, and you're seeing yellow painted here, and it's haphazardly done. This, they're trying to cover up what this temple was for.
Okay.
And he kind of makes his way in, and he's a younger looking orc than you're used to. It's just a younger orc.
So I didn't get your name, friend.
He calls himself Nabuk.
Aw.
Nabuk.
Uh-huh.
Isra.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
He seems beaten down.
I want to ping Duff. Now
What do you
that
wanna
I'm walking
ping?
into this, well, him specifically, and then just like in general, and I'll like my surroundings, and I'll use multiple if you need me to.
What are you trying to ping though? Tell me what you're wanting to know.
I want to know. I want to know if he is evil.
Yeah, he's an orc. Oh,
yeah.
don't give me that about orc. Yes,
not
orcs
all
are the orc is
are
evil. I know. This orc is evil. He's a priest. But he's not a priest of the earth cult. even though he may be dressed like one.
Okay. So what's your story? It was Nabok.
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 What story? I don't have a story to tell. He goes,
I think
you must atone yourself. Must atone yourself before the Earth Dragon for touching one of his priests. He points to an altar, like you're supposed to. Look at the altar, and it's kind of nasty because it's got blood on it, dried blood. It looks like more like a sacrificial table than an altar.
Yeah, no, it's kind of dirty over there. Do you have somewhere cleaner?
He doesn't even, he just kind of, he sloughs off to go. He goes over to his little work area, and he's kind of brushing off the dirt and kind of getting the mud and stuff off of his clothes that he kind of dropped on the ground.
So this whole like fake Earth Dragon priest thing isn't really working for you, friend.
You're saying that to him like that?
Yeah. She's trying to get a reaction from him.
No, he relaxed. No, fake. I am a proud member of the Earth Cult. Yeah, but he's lying his ass off.
Maybe you want to be, but you're not, are you?
No, Earth Cult scum. A real god, Grumush. Grumush is a real deity. He who I believe and trust and revere, not some Earth Dragon crap.
Nabok, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I've never heard of Grumush. Could you please tell me about your god? And she'll find the cleanest place she can find and sit down and listen to him.
Oh, God. Yeah, well, Grumush. Oh, and see, now I've got all the Greyhawkers watching. Thanks a lot, Francis.
Why do you
and
not prepare
the
this
one-eyed
stuff?
orc.
That's what
I-
we're gonna ask.
We always ask you a million questions about everything, and yet
I know, Grumush, so, and I think Luke's even watching too. Thanks a lot. Yeah, you're awesome there. So, yeah, Grumush is an orc god. And he, he's one of the greater deities, and he, he's got, a single eye, which you saw. And that was recently painted over some of the stuff, but the rest of that, what you would have seen were looked eyes and other things were all kind of gouged out. And someone's going to send me a text on it. Oh my gosh.
Get
And
him.
yeah, so he's just, believes, a great orc, lead the only one that should lead orcs and lead us who we are, not this Earth Cult and their vile ways here in the city. We took over Highport long ago, but now they've moved in thanks to the slave lords, and think that they run it and converting my brethren to their cause.
Nabok, you are so right. Here you are with this proud, powerful heritage. And they just think they can come in here and
They
set
do.
up it like with their new freaking, it's not even, it's a
They-
cult. What do they know? So what are you going to do about it?
I am but one orc. I cannot do nothing. Maybe someday
where the
people will come along and someone will come along and free us, especially of that female filth, Pieta.
Pieta.
She
where
leads
all the
the
problems
cult here.
started.
What?
Pieta. You know where all the problems started? The slave lords. The slave lords are the ones who brought these earth cultists here and who are working with them and using them. If the slave lords weren't here, these
I've
freaking
got it,
cultists wouldn't have any, allies or any reason to be here, and they would be so much weaker and easier to defeat.
Well, he says someone must take out Pieta.
You're right.
She comes here time to time, but has not lately. Vile to
Comes
see
where?
the female cleric come to my temple.
Is she due
Sh-
for a visit?
he will tell you that normally she would be, but now they have locked down the city, and she no
Mhm.
longer comes here. She stays in the temple to the south. Sorry. She stays in her headquarters, the processing center, where she's safe.
Processing center.
Mm-hmm.
Would she ever have you come to her?
No. I have never stepped foot. I know, seen it, but no.
Nabak, I'm trying to help you here, man. I'm happy to help you with your Earth Dragon cult problem because I sympathize with you and your plight and the plight of your brethren orc who are blinded by these Earth cultists. We must set them free. We must, kill this Pietra and Pieta and evict the slave lords from the city. That's the only way it's going to happen. But to do that, you're going to have to give me as much information as you have.
Why should I
And,
give you information?
Because the Earth.
I can't even believe I'm telling you this. Ugh. They'll find out and for certain kill me.
But wouldn't it be worth it if you were going
You
out?
couldn't get
defending
near
your god?
anyway. You couldn't get it near anyway. No one could breach the compound. Not even you.
I have some pretty crazy friends who do stupid shit all the time, and we get into these places and we don't even know how it happens, but it just works.
Well, maybe someday, but they're too strong. And now another one of theirs someone is coming in tomorrow night.
Oh, really?
That's what
Tell me
we've
more.
heard. That visitors are coming. Another great vile female filth elf. Evil elf.
An elf, you say?
Female, yes. She makes her way here with her clan, her peoples.
Where is she supposed to be?
Well, the temple, she would never make her way here. She would never debase herself. I would never let her step in this temple anyway, her vile ways.
I think that your God had us meet for a reason. I think he knew that your plight would speak to me and that we could help each other. Let me help you.
How could you possibly help?
I'm really good at killing evil.
Well, I'm evil. You kill me
Yeah.
then?
But I've also been working with some friends who worship evil gods, and I'm learning how to be more flexible. And if the evil is, if they have an evil enemy that's also my evil enemy, my goddess has told me that we can compromise.
My Twitch is acting up here. Is that everybody seeing that out there in Twitch land? Make sure I'm seeing some. Oh, is this? Let me go over to.
The stream looks okay to me right
Okay,
now.
now mine was
Yeah, it looks
it's like
good.
it was binging. I was just gonna look on the inspector. Let me. What's it say? Bit rate's high. Okay. All right. Making sure. And so he says we must think upon this. It is late. Do you have a place nearby to stay, or do you need a room for the night? We will talk more tomorrow.
It's dark now, so
It is.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
have to put up with me for the evening.
Yeah, so
You
he
got-
will.
You got anywhere cleaner than
Yeah, he's got some rooms, little acolyte rooms. You know, they're no better than the Narwhal Inn, but they're, you know, they're not bloody.
they don't have old dried blood. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, some of it looks kind of fresh.
Mm. Nabak,
So-
thank you for your hospitality. Think more on this as you sleep. Dream
Okay.
with your god.
Kaboom. All righty. So now, we got Moss settled in for the night. We got Izra settled in for the night. Ren is settled in for the night.
Moss still never got
I
her
don't know
magic
about
item.
settled. I'm
Just
probably doing
saying.
pull-ups in my cell.
You know what I mean.
Actually-
This is-
Actually,
so-
Duff, that leads to a question. Did they move
No
me
go.
from the cell and into like an actual room?
Yes. Well, but you're still guarded. You still have a locked
Right, I'm
door.
still guarded.
Yeah. You still have, but you're in you're a little bit better. You're not in a rest of the cells because you're getting the treatment because they want you. You know, you may get the jacuzzi
They
tub.
want me in
and-
top. They want me in
Yes,
top fighting
yes,
form, so
yeah.
they're making sure I'm fit
Yeah.
and I have everything I want.
Exactly. Something. The gig is
Except
up.
for
Something's
freedom,
going
of
on.
course.
Yeah. No
right.
freedom. But you have been told by Caspar that if you can defeat and make this other individual look like a fool and his champions, then you are free. Apparently, you can see there's a little detest in his voice when he didn't say
he
who
really
it was.
wants me to beat these guys. He
Yeah,
really
he
wants
does.
me to beat whoever they are.
He does. Yeah. So now.
Okay.
We've got so that's got those three hunkered down somewhat, and we've got Jana and Vix. Y'all are in the Narwhal. Oh no, you're at Angie Wolf. Y'all are in your own room, and Vix just found out that apparently Ren was apparently Jana's slave.
Wait, they knew that though.
What?
At least that was the agreed upon plan before we all split up, wasn't it? That
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
wait.
remember.
No,
I don't-
yeah,
no,
I don't
that
think
was-
so.
No.
no, that's not what happened. No, it was
yeah, back me up.
what's his head? The monk.
Quan?
Quan.
Quan, yes.
Quan.
Quan came up with that plan. We did not talk about it with the party, as far as I'm
So it was
aware. We talked
Quan
about
and the
that with
two
Quan when
girls.
we were at the tavern to pose as a slave. We didn't
Yeah.
tell the party about that because they had headed down at the same time that we were heading out.
I couldn't
remember?
remember if he had told us in front of everyone. I
He-
didn't, so thank you
no.
for clarifying.
No, it
No, it's
was
good.
it was like on the way. We were in the street when that happened, if I'm recalling
Okay.
correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah.
Works
So
for me.
we're having a discussion.
I mean,
Now you
I
gotta
don't know,
explain
Janet's pretty
yourself.
tired.
Haha.
No, it's
So,
so Jana's gonna just
slave,
go to bed.
Jana,
What?
slave. You have a slave,
Uh,
apparently. Didn't realize you were doing dealings
Oh.
with that.
Wait, no. Vix, you see, you know how Ren wanted to find some arm wrestling? Wait, let me roll for it. Yeah, okay. You know how Ren wanted to find some arm wrestling? Well, our good friend Quan had suggested that we just to keep matters safe, pose as a slave and a slave owner. So she found her arm wrestling. She's good now. Oh yeah. Sorry, not arm wrestling, the fighting ring. Yeah, thank you, Ren.
So, she's a part of some sort of fighting ring, posing as a slave right now.
Yeah, that checks out.
But why the fuck didn't you just
I let
fucking
the
say that
dice
to us in the
decide,
first
man.
place?
I'm not gonna lie to Vix. Sorry, Vix. Go ahead.
Why couldn't you fucking say that to us in the first place? It's not like we would have fucking said anything to you.
Oh, I didn't want to say anything in front of Izra. I feel like she would have been pissed.
I mean, maybe. Probably.
I figured you'd be cool with it.
Yes.
I don't know. Here's the thing, and so Jana's gonna turn, like west, or she's gonna turn toward like where she thinks. Jana's gonna turn her body to the direction where she last saw Ren,
Yep.
because I want to make sure I specify that.
Yes.
And I'll kind of point and be like, she's a couple buildings that way if you want. We can just like walk by tomorrow morning and you can, telepathically message her and say hi, and then she can explain it way better than I probably can.
I'm gonna kind of just sigh and sit on the ground.
I want to
I
like
fucking hate
can I,
this
like,
world. I want to go home,
Aw. I'm gonna like
and then I'm gonna slide my stone
sit
over
next
to
to
you.
her?
I was like, "Can you identify this?"
I'm gonna sit next to her. Wait, it gets better. I want to sit next to her and also sigh, and like if she'll let me, I want to like put my head on her shoulder because it's been a long day for Jana. She's tough.
And I
Like,
kind of,
just
I'm
like,
gonna let
I'm
Jana
asleep.
put a head on my shoulder and just kind of give her a little pat. I need you to identify a few things for me, please.
Okay. Let me make sure I've got my spells. Oh, this only takes a minute? Amazing.
I have two things: the
Right.
runestone, and then I have an elegant scroll that I received from somewhere that I have no idea what it is.
Okay, I have not done this before, Duff, but I'd like to
Oh,
use
no,
identify.
Yeah, so
Game-based
as long as you
on
have the
Moonstone.
spell as prepped and all that, you can cast it without, you just go through the rigmaroles as a ritual. So it's not a big deal. So
Yep.
you don't use up slots and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the elegant scroll y'all found. Where was that? You found it down. Yeah, you found it down below as you were moving through the caverns and all that in that chest.
So it was a while ago.
Yeah, but you haven't identified it though yet. So
Yeah, that's why I'm asking Jana
yeah,
right
so
now.
you get it to it's a scroll of spider climb. I just identified it
Okay.
for her to use. And then you give her the stone. Okay. And when and like I said, when you grab it, and when you give it to Jana, you feel it's lovely little runestone. And people are like going, what is it? It's this.
Oh yeah.
It looks
Oh,
like
so
this. And it has a vibration at like a purr.
Oh.
And
Alright,
she
so-
identifies it, and it's a runestone of wondrous power. There it is. And it calls the Displacer Kitty. And I did I really displacer? Okay. So
Displacer Kitty.
yeah.
So,
So
okay, never mind. I rolled off screen. I was gonna see if Jana was gonna.
You were
be
gonna
like, "Can I
steal
keep
it?"
this?" No, I was gonna steal it. No. I don't want to steal from Vix. But Jana was gonna be like, can we share? But no, she's not gonna do that. She's just gonna identify it and give it back.
she gives the runestone, and so it's identified there. This is a little bit different than most of your called creatures and all that. And I'll go over with you, but yes, it calls this kitten from her dimension, and
Ooh.
she basically has she's a little bit more than a familiar. All right. She has a bunch of abilities, but she is a kitten though. And she is basically somewhat at the moment because of this magic forced in this size. She does not grow. Okay. But you have her full ID
So
there.
Can I summon her?
So you have to learn her name. And that
Oh, I
takes some
can't name
time
it.
because you're going to have to, and you have to attune to this stone also, which I didn't put on there, but I meant to. So you're going to need take some time. Now that you have it identified, because you need to know her name to call her. And it's,
I was gonna just name her bitch.
well, that may be her her name that you can't pronounce in her.
That's what the drow said. She's like,
Yeah,
take
well,
care of the bitch.
the thing was, her name you can't pronounce in your language, but she shortened it to bitch, because she's as a displacer kitty, who are
Is it short for bitch ass?
it's what it's going to be. So you're going to have to attune to it. I'll let you know is that you'll be given she's gonna give you a choice as y'all get to know each other. I'm basing it somewhat off of Dritz and Grenovar, if how you say the name, him and his cat. But she has some abilities. She is chaotic evil, and so she has a mind of her own. Okay.
Darn it, Duck. Yes.
She's a displacer
Yes.
cat. Okay.
Sucks to be Izra.
Fucking
and
does.
she can be killed, but what happens when she's killed here? It sends her back to her realm, and she has to heal. And based on the number of hit points that she's walloped for and all that adds on more time for her to be called back. Once you've used her, she can't be, once you call her for a 24-hour period, when she's sent back, you've got a week before you can call her again. You just can't keep calling her back and forth all the time. Okay? And so, but she has some attacks. She has, I don't think you should be able to open up her NPC sheet now, Vix. Let me know you can or not.
It says the module you're attempting to use is not loaded.
Okay, here, I'm going to send this to you right now so you can see it.
Okay.
And we'll fix that to make sure that I wonder if I have to share it with you then. Interesting, because I didn't want to do that because I have my custom items, and then I'll pull her over as another entity here that you can have access to, because I'm trying to save all this stuff that I create, and I just don't lose it per campaign and all that. So yeah, she's a little bit more than a familiar. She has some interactions and things that she can do, and she can be. But when she's killed, though, that sends her back though for a lot, more time than just the regular, based on how much she gets walloped for. So you can. And like I said, she's going to have a mind of her own. So be prepared.
Oh dear.
Yes.
I cannot wait.
Okay. But that's, yeah. And the name you kind of basically, when you attune to or put it together or something, you'll learn it from her.
Okay.
And yeah, but it, you feel some confusion in there in the stone and all that, because, you're a new owner. She's kind of tied to the stone, so maybe unhappy for a little while with you, but you'll figure it out, you and the kitty. So there you go. But I'll fix that so that you have full access to everything on the kitty. So there you go. You have a displacer cat that you can call kitty, kitty, kitty. Okay. I think we're gonna hold right there unless we have anything else to do with Janet and okay, go ahead.
My magical item that I was.
Oh, we got to
supposed
do that. Thank you. Yes, let's roll that real quick while y'all are. So you're gonna. I was gonna give it to you when you left. He's gonna. Based on what y'all.
That's better. We could do that next time.
Well, you're gonna get. Let's go ahead and roll it though. Let me give you the tables,
Sure.
and so you need to tell me table B and C. Which table's odd, which table's even, and then roll me a dice, and then we'll roll off of that table. So,
Okay, am I supposed to look something up, or am I just rolling?
I'll let you know in a second. Basically,
Okay.
you got two tables to choose from, but I want it to be determined by the dice. But you need to tell me
Okay.
which table's even and which table's odd. Then roll me a dice.
B is even, C is odd.
Okay, and you pick the dice, and you roll it. And someone just followed. Make it full shot. All right. So B is even. What you said.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're gonna roll me a D. You're gonna roll me a
I think I said that,
D100.
yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna roll me a percentile die. So right mouse click on, the D10 and pick the percentile and throw that dice.
Thank you.
Oh,
97. Is it good?
Shit.
Yay! I like that reaction.
Oh my god, what'd she get?
Well, that high
What
usually
high?
is pretty good. Yeah. So you're gonna be getting. It's called a rope of climbing.
Oh my god,
Um,
that's so appropriate for
That's
Moss.
such a
Oh
boss
my.
item.
Holy crap. So here it is. Let me put it in the party sheet. This is what he's going to give you.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
Go,
pretty damn
Moscow.
good. It's in the party sheet now.
I get
You
to
can drag it
climb more
over.
things. Woohoo!
That's pretty badass.
Oh my god. I'm excited for the ninja shit you're gonna try to pull with this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
It's gonna be some like Naruto running.
Trying to think what
happening.
else we have. So
Naruto.
Isra is in front of a clue. Moss is in front of a clue. You'll have a clue based on. Well, I'm trying to think what else we got going on here. Well,
Does
I was
Ren
trying
have
to.
a clue? Just kidding. She doesn't have a clue. Shouldn't
Not
have jack
yet.
shit.
But I was trying to get farther into what was going to happen for the festivities and all that, but that's going to have to happen next week. So
Okay.
it's too much to cover of who's coming in town and some of the things you're getting. So that's we'll hold right there for the night, and let everybody know. Good job as always putting all this together. So we're getting
Yeah,
closer.
Good work, Duff. It's
Yeah.
I
a lot
try.
of
Great job.
So-
Great
moving
job
parts.
keeping everything
A
A lot of
organized
moving parts,
and
yeah, and I
balanced.
get in
Good
trouble
for
with the Greyhawk people. Sorry, but yes, we're having fun. That's the main thing.
You're fine. You're fine.
We got a lot going on, folks. I was
You don't
talking
have
when
a
we.
PhD in Greyhawk. It's fine.
No, I don't. So, but I'll hear it from everybody else, which is fine. We have a lot going on here. A lot of us here on the channel, plus a lot of other channels as we get into the summer here, and want to make sure we talk about it here. I don't want to bore everybody to death, but we talk about it when we start the show and when we end the show. We stream 6 nights a week here on the Praetors Rejects channel. We have Monday nights, both the show here on Twitch and on YouTube. Our other Twitch show here on Monday night is another all-female cast, DM by DM Esquire, other known as Seth Polanski himself. And so they are doing Storm King's Thunder. And then on our YouTube channel, DM Sammy is running Storm King's Wrath, or Storm Lord's Wrath, with a group of players on YouTube. Tuesday night, I am within 1 or 2 sessions of being done with Dungeon of the Mad Mage, the dungeon that just
Wow,
keeps
so
on
close.
giving. And we have now gone over 2 years running through Dragon Heist into Dungeon of the Mad Mage. So we'll be at episode 94, 95 next week. So that's a long one. And then we're going to be making some changes with me on programming after that. Wednesday night, we've got DM Meg 45 running Tales of the Sanguine Isles. That's an open world homebrew campaign of his own. Thursday night, DM King Bashman's running Tales of the Yawning Portal, who they keep dying, so just keep watching that. And then Friday night, Mandy here runs Tomb of Annihilation with her crew. And then, like I said, Saturday nights, we're here with the ladies for Rise Against the Slave Lords. The 25th, Mandy is running a sub game, which is up to her. Who she, I'm want to open to anybody, go ahead, but it's up to Mandy. It's her game. But we're trying to run a game once a month, roughly, for our subs of the channel to give y'all abilities to come hang out and interact with other players. And because you're a sub, have some things that you can
That is
be a part of.
That is
Go ahead.
that's also open to anybody who's already in shows now as well.
Okay, so-
we left it closed at first, but anybody who's on a show currently, if you're also
Yep.
sub to the channel, you are more than welcome to join.
You just need to make sure that your Twitch account and your Discord account are linked together so that you can have access to the sub room where all the announcements are made there. What else we got going on? Mandy, tomorrow night's on Lord Gasimba's channel, right?
Yes. Tomorrow night I will be on Lord Gasimba's channel. I'm being interviewed with a few other female DMs in the industry, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. That's happening at, double checking the time,
6 o'clock, right?
7:30
7:30
Eastern
Eastern.
time.
Mhm.
So that's tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, come check it out. I believe don't quote me on this. I believe Stella Luna is also going to be there, Anna Meyer, Time Lord's wife, myself, and I think Stella Luna. I don't know for
Okay.
sure yet.
Yep,
but,
that's- I think
yeah,
you're
it's gonna be a
correct.
good time.
Yep. So next week also, Matt and I will be programming and running, producing Founders and Legends over on GaryCon Live. So make sure and come check out that when you're not watching other shows. We have got 4 games plus several panels, and we're actually apparently going to hear from Miss Gygax herself, Gary's first wife, I believe, Luke's mom. Let's put it that way, since I don't know all the deal. But she's actually, they're doing some interviews. I'm going to chat with her about bringing about some of the history of the game and what she was experienced with when she was there. So that's all next Saturday and Sunday. We've got games with Satine, Phoenix, Merles, Mike Merles, Jason Charles Miller, and then Stefan Picorni. So that'll be all be running next week. And then we move through the end of the summer, and then we've got Gen Con. I'll be helping out with Satine and Peter Atkinson for the Actoroki that we'll be producing here, but also be showcasing live there, which is kind of cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Then virtual Greyhawk Con over on Lord Gatsumba's channel, but here, everywhere. We've got, that's October the 1st. And so we're looking forward to that. Mandy will be running the session for the channel for us.
I will.
And then Gamehole Con on the 21st. And producing, Matt and I are producing stuff for that. He'll be there, I'll be here. And gosh, does it continue on? Yeah, it just keeps on going
And
until
on and
next,
on.
on and on. And then we're back at it again next year with,
Gift that keeps on
is
giving.
Jeff still doing his con? I hadn't chatted with him about. Where is that at, King Bashman? Where are y'all at with that? But then we've got, Gary Con next year.
That's
full-
January, I believe.
Yeah, his is January, and then back to Gary Con, full live production happening actually there at the con. So plenty of stuff. Trying to think if there's anything else we're covering for programming here. Not yet. We have a couple of changes coming up that will take us over to some more programming over on YouTube. But we've got to finalize all that once a couple of my session and a few other things get wrapped up. And so we want to thank Total Party Kill Games, new sponsor to the channel, who Mandy's doing what for him? Come on now.
I'm sorry, I'm doing what? I'm doing community management for Total Party Kill Games. So yeah, when pretty soon on all the Total Party Kill social media, I will be taking over. So
That's right.
say hi.
They've been a sponsor. We appreciate that. And my wife's store, the Druid's Den, Mama Prater, who will be making an appearance here on the channel to
Yes.
play with the ladies. Y'all will begin to hear of rumors of a druid in the den in the forest somewhere. And we'll have that taken care of. She may have stuff for y'all. We don't know. Depends on how nice they are to me. So, you know.
Ooh.
So,
I'm always
Good.
nice to you,
stuff.
but
I'm
Isra, yeah,
fucked.
and now
I'm
we need to
just
get
saying.
Isra. We got to find her.
Yeah,
She's
what
got to
the
find her
fuck,
pet.
Duff? We're always nice to you.
So that was the viewers give me all those bad rolls. So I'm gonna ruin my
I'll
comments.
take a raccoon.
Do you want to?
I'll
Is that really what you
Again,
want?
you
A
have
baby raccoon.
Be a
You have
trash
a Jana.
panda.
Oh
Jana
my
very
gosh.
beautiful.
They've got
literally-
little hands.
Yeah, Jana is the personification of a trash panda. How dare you want a raccoon when you have a Jana? She's an urchin. She's messy. She wears too much eyeliner. I'm just saying.
Rocky Raccoon it
tracks.
is.
I
Okay.
can train a raccoon. I cannot train a Jana.
Oh god, that's
That's
for
a
certain.
good point.
That's true.
Can you
Francis
train
has
a
got you
gelatinous
there.
cube for me though?
Yeah, so
I
yes,
don't know
Lori's
about
gonna
that
start
one.
pushing. She's got to work out her communication skills with Cubert.
Oh,
So yeah,
right?
Teach
so
him sign language.
Morse code. Wait,
So
you
good.
know.
Because he doesn't
So
have hands.
good.
Like interpretive dance. That's how you. That's how
Oh,
he
so
communicates.
good.
Interpretive jiggling.
Yes.
I mean,
Jiggling
Folks.
intensifies.
Jiggle.
folks, I don't know what to do. All
I
right.
haven't even had anything to drink tonight. I'm fucking
Oh.
loopy.
Right.
This
That's
I mean,
it.
if
y'all.
my
This is not a
interpretive
beer.
jiggling will help me like talk to my cube, I'm okay with that.
It's the Jello jiggle.
Teach
So,
teach Cubert to hula dance.
Oh,
I mean, I
my
can't.
God.
I'm
with
just
that,
saying.
folks, we're gonna sign off. We'll see you later. Be back and show up. See you tomorrow night on Lord Gasamba's channel with Mandy, and then we'll see you back here Monday, either here on Twitch or on YouTube for our Monday shows. So take care and have a good weekend. Thanks for watching.